Good morning, everyone. Are we ready for playoff weekend? Are we ready to lock it? Oh, I'm not ready to lock in. I'm choking to death. Ready to lock in? All right, let's get some background noise. Let's get that. Morning, everyone. Morning for Pineapple Viper. Thank you, David, for the Prime as well. I will gladly take Hunter's Prime. Morning, Hadouken King. Morning, Aiden. Morning, Eggy. Ooh, ramen or brisket? Ramen. Morning, Backpack as well. I think I got everyone. Morning, KLM. Morning, Fire Wizard. Is the FTG going to 3-0 against Crazy Raccoon? No. Also, we should note, we can look at the format as well, because we need to do a few things, actually. So I've done my commands. We need to do my pick'ems. We also need to thank Fovai for 5 months. Thank you. Yeah, keep me informed of which of this is Hunter's money and which of this was probably going to come to me anyway, so I can just keep a sort of mental note of it. So, yes, you're right, Luigi. It's first to 4 best of 7 for all of these playoffs. So, God, I feel like the Korean is really loud in the background. Oh, I've not unmuted it yet. I still feel like it's quite loud in the background. Let me crank these guys down. Let me crank them down. Yes, that's right. So what we've got this weekend. Let me press this button, then you can see as well. What we got this weekend is we got Korea playoffs is going to be 3 days. So 2 games, 2 games, 1 game. Nice and simple. It's single elimination, best of 7. This is to qualify for the Asia LAN. Top 4 qualify. So Zeta and Falcons, they've already qualified. They're going to the Asia LAN no matter what. These quarterfinals are basically winner gets to go to Asia LAN, loser just finishes in 5th/6th in Korea. So nice and simple, easy to understand format. Obviously, Crazy Raccoon, heavy favourites, I think, going into this one. Way versus T1 feels a little bit 50-50 this one, doesn't it? So I'm going to lean T1. We can talk more about the matchup itself when we get to it. But what happens with this is the top 4 teams will go to Asia. They'll sort themselves out. It's worth noting we're going to get a selection after the games today. So Zeta Division get to pick which do they want to play the winner of this game or the winner of this game. Odds on they're not picking Crazy Raccoon, right? Odds on we're going to Crazy Raccoon a winner. We'll get a Crazy Raccoon Falcons final, which will be fun. And they'll probably just pick either T1 or White. Then, where they get to go, if I scroll all the way up, they get to go to Asia. And then they join the top 2 Pacific teams. They join the top 2 Japanese teams, which are Varro and Vortex. Thank you, HSQC5871. Thank you for the 2 months. 6 months total. Thank you very much. So the top 2 from Japan is already decided. It is Vortex and Varro. It's just yet to be decided who's first and who is second. Then these 8 teams are going to get sorted into 2 groups. These 2 groups are going to do a round robin against each other across 4 days, which will be next weekend. Out of those 4 groups, the top 2 from each group will go into a double elim. Nice and simple. 4 teams come out. They go into this double elim. And then this double elim, this is for qualifying to China. So this is the one that really matters. Barrel changed their roster this year. We can take a look. Ooh. I don't really follow Japan all that much. But actually, looks like a lot of the same people, doesn't it? Like KSG, probably their best player. Nico, Q-Loud, Mihawk. All names that ring a bell for me. So yeah, those are the stakes. That's the format. That's what we're going to see today. Or that's what we're going to see the start of today, at least. So 2 games, best of 7s. Should be good. People asking, I know some people asked where Unter was. Unter is in America right now with SSG. So he is locked in. He's doing his job this week. He's doing his job because Crazy Raccoon, way T1 from the gamer, they want to go to China, but so does Unter. Australians can dream too, chat. Come on. Come on, they can dream too. So he's locking in for that. So I'll be bringing you the action solo. That's okay. We can make that work. I've got just me and my sausage sandwich. All right, we still got time. Do the Pacific and Japan teams realistically have a chance to get out grouped? No. Historical precedent, very much against them. Current strength, very much against them. It's going to be really hard for them. And obviously, the way the groups are going to work, there's going to be 2 Korean teams in each group, 1 Japanese team in each group, and 1 Pacific team in each group. So very much expect we're just going to see 4 Korean teams make it through to the actual LAN. Worth noting as well, unlike last year, the playoffs are going to be split into 2. So the group stage is going to be online, and they don't actually go to the LAN until we get to the playoff stage. Does that mean Hunter left his cows? I'm sure the cows are with him. If you were happening to catch a flight to America from Australia last week, you might have seen 1 man and several cows on a plane. That was Hunter. I've not been given any codes this week. I'm sure Craig will sort me out. Craig's always good for some, you know? Right, I think of VP's pick. I think good pick. I think the right decision. I'd rather play Genji than OWCS right now. Will there be any Chinese teams? Yeah. So while we're doing all of this, so this weekend and next weekend and the weekend after, we're doing Korea playoffs, into Asia playoffs, we're doing NA playoffs, we're doing EMEA playoffs. There's 2 teams from the Asia playoffs that get to go to China, and there's 2 teams from North America that get to go to China, and there's 2 teams from EMEA that get to go to China. What's going to happen in March is they're going to be OWCS China, so a tournament just for the Chinese teams. They're going to play that, and then they also send 2 teams to the LAN in China as well. So no, there'll be guaranteed 2 Chinese teams. How do you think VP ranks globally? Probably best in the West. Not better than the Korea teams, though. Maybe like the big 3 in Korea, like the Zayso, Crazy Raccoon, Falcons. Do you believe the perks will balance out patches? Which changes will be more influential? Meta's base changes or perk changes? You have to imagine the perks changes just should be more impactful because they're going to be present 100% of the game, whereas the perks will only be present partway through. But we've seen the power of certain perks, right? Like, we've seen a lot of perks that are just, and I think the majority of perks, they've done a pretty good job of making it so they just, they're just useful. They're good to have, but they don't necessarily shift the meta. I feel like certain perks, like Groggy is probably the big one. Groggy feels like it can actually shift the meta, is it can make certain comps really scary to play, like particularly ball and stuff like this. Morning, Raya. I'm trying to catch up, chat. Can I get a rainy day tracer skin? Viper, mate, if you want a rainy day tracer skin, all you need to do is give 2 subs to your favourite Overwatch streamer, and you'll be able to claim that skin straight away. So if you're having a rainy day, worried about rainy days in your future, that's the skin you need. But like I'm... Alright. Okay. Okay. Sandwich done. Hold on. Let me finish this sandwich, then we'll catch up on all the questions. Mm-mm-mm. You think you missed it? No, it runs to the 9th of March. You've got to the 9th of March to claim your rainy day tracer. Any interest in streaming for Pacific semis and finals on Tuesday? Or is that which we're thinking? I don't know. No plans. We need to figure out Uncoachable first because I won't bore you with the whole time zone, scrim schedule, off days. But it's really hard. It's really hard this week to find a time we're all free, and it depends on the results of this weekend. So we're gonna wait and see what happens this weekend, and then try and make our best play at it. So I'm prioritizing Uncoachable at the moment because it would be really, really good of us to actually get an episode out during playoffs. But scheduling's hard right now. Does TU play the loser of VP versus Gen G? No, other way around. So VP Gen G, the loser of that plays TM. TU gets to play the loser of Pept versus Al-Qadsiya. Separate note, but morning Jarvis. Separate note, but it seems like it was really fun to watch the FPL launch day. Seems like a lot of pro players were having fun. It was great to watch. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to catch any of it myself. I saw some of it when it was in beta and stuff. But it was I actually really like the system. I think it's so nice to have a pro pug system. I hope they keep it. I hope they keep it fucking elitist, you know? Like, I actually hope they keep the barrier to entry super high. So it is this prestigious thing. It is this super high quality thing. I hope one day I'll get a chance to stream it. They tell me they're working on it. But I'd really like to stream it. I think it'd be some fun content. Thank you, Cuba. Thank you for the 13 months. Fuck. We're hitting some big numbers here. Thank you, J9 as well.
Birthday, Captain Prash.
Happy birthday, Prash. Wait, is this one he's... I feel like this one might be his real birthday. Do you think if Way or FTG gets knocked out, any of them will be picked up for any part team stage? I don't know. I don't know if anyone will be looking to make maybe that level of roster changes. I'm trying to think who would, really. Maybe TU? But I don't know. It seems like I don't know who would be looking to do it. I think with perks, one-trick teams are more viable. Possibly. At least certain heroes become a bit more viable. The groggy perk is... Oh, wait, yeah, Fire Wizards. It's for one that you get... If you hit the sleep, when the target wakes up, they just move a little bit slowly for a bit. Could you see teams playing ball to get the Anna to pick for groggy, then swap after she picks? I think the problem with the groggy perk, even though it's particularly good into ball, it's also pretty good into hazard. It's pretty good into anything, really. Like, it's... Even if you get them onto that perk, and maybe if you then swap comp, they would have preferred to have the Biotic Bounce, which is, you know, the one with the Animate bounces twice. They're both good perks, ultimately, so I don't think there's, like... It's not worth the effort to make them on a, you know, like a 5% less optimal perk. I didn't catch any of the FPL, no, but I heard it was good. Lots of positive feedback I'm hearing. How much longer? We're probably like 10, 15 minutes. We already play a walkout and stuff. I mean, maybe honestly actually close to like 15 to 20 until the game itself actually starts. Tomorrow we see Crazy Raccoon versus Falcons if they win now. Most likely, Nico. What will happen is after today's game...
Good morning.
Morning, Trash Fuji. Thank you very much. What we're going to see at the end of today is Zeta get to pick from the two winners which one they play, and the loser plays Falcon. So if Crazy Raccoon win is expected, I'd be really surprised if Zeta pick them. So not guaranteed, but very likely. This better be a banger episode. I know, right? We've got to fit it in. Got to fit it in. Oh, I'm catching up. Preds? I can get some Preds up in a second. Alright, I can do the Preds. Let me do the stream title as well. Let me do this in order. Let me do the Preds first. Because we're going to start with Crazy Raccoon versus Zeta Division. Did I say Zeta Division? I meant From the Gamer. You guys know what I meant. You guys know what I meant. There we go. Preds up. Alright, best of 7, remember. Groggy Bug is toxic and Anna player should get nothing. FPL was cinema. Yeah, when I was talking to... I talked to a couple of people about it. Hi, Carzette as well. Morning. Everyone was like... everyone was so fucking happy with it. I think it's really good. You add in the fact there's cash prizes and all this stuff as well, so everyone is going to be sweating their balls off trying to get it. It's actually it's set up really nicely. Were they all in? I know when Astro, I think it was Astro was telling me when they played before, they were all in like voice and stuff together. So was it basically like a it basically like it's like a chance to watch scrims without any even problems that teams and players had with streaming scrims, you know? Are you getting students of the English cast? No, we'll watch the Korean cast. I think I'll also cast it myself, even without young Maxwell. And we'll lock in. High Sensational. You watch FPL from Dirt's POV? Dirt's as in like a Nightmare Dirt, right? I guess best known for his Roadhog. Got a good ram on him as well. Could knock up Tomofen. I'll be alright. I'm very, much like FPL, I'm actually, you guys have probably noticed, I'm also very elitist with who I hang out with, you know? I feel like, it's like, it's, actually, I feel like you have to be coming to the wedding to get on the stream. That's for barrier to entry. Yeah, 2 games today, Death Blossom, both best of 7. Derpy POV was cinema. Was he good for it? There was a separate Discord for FPL voice chats. Oh, that's pretty good then, actually. Dirt doing better than RuPaul. Is there a lead? Does anyone have a link? I don't know what the easiest way to get to it. Wait, let me do my pick'ems, and then does anyone know if there's like a leaderboard for who's going to win the money each week in FPL? I presume there is. Alright, let me do my predictions as well. I think first game is the easier game to pick. 4-1. Yeah, seems reasonable enough. FG get a map. I mean, I could honestly see it being a 4-0, but I think 4-1 seems more reasonable on paper. T1 versus Y. Oh, thank you, Eagles. 0305. Thank you very much for the tier 1. I think only people playing an FPL can see the leader. Fuck. Peace number 1 in an A right now. Ooh. Let's see. Is it in one of the announcements somewhere? Well, let me do this because T1 versus Way hard. I think T1 will win. The question is the margin. Will they get fucked by Peppy? How Peppy will they get? I think T1 will win 4-2. Okay. Maybe not the boldest spreads, but that's the way I'm going. Ooh, sounds like we're getting... Oh, no, we're just getting a table. I thought we were getting hero picks or something. We have the same preds? I'm so sorry then, Kukil. Almost certainly you're getting them wrong then. You're actually screwed, unfortunately. They can only ban Sigma once in a best of 7? True. True. You think Pepe's good for at least 2? Yeah, I think that obviously when you're looking at Way T1 matchup that we'll get to later, you got to look at it, and there are certain maps where if Way can get us to Havana, and again, best of a 7, you got more chances to get us to Havana. You get us to Havana, you get us to Parisian that they always pick. This can be really tricky. So I'm excited to see T1. T1 obviously know this is coming, right? So I expect T1 to probably play a decent amount of Winston to it. I know there is some word on the street that we're probably going to see maybe more of a Malga comp, like some of this. Let me scroll so you can see it a little bit better. But some of this comp basically, where we get the Malga, Farah, Sojin a lot. So I think that comp could be quite popular today. It certainly seems between that and the Groggy perk, the ball is starting to feel like harder to play more consistently. So I think there's a chance we'll see some Malga mirror in some situations. Maybe that's going to be true a little bit. That's going to be true more in this later bracket than it will in the earlier ones. But I think Crazy Raccoon are the interesting ones, right? Because Crazy Raccoon are the team probably least keen to play the Malga. I think they struggled into Vermalga against Zeta Division. They struggled with Vermalga into Falcons historically. So I feel like Crazy Raccoon of a team probably most inclined to want to try and find a different solution to some of these problems. Well, to some of these comps. Did see Falcons play some Zarya last week as well. We'll probably talk about that more tomorrow. Again, I think the Zarya was mostly... it is maybe good anyway, but I think it was mostly a way to bully the Sigma. Are Falcons the only ones to ban Sig versus Way? I believe that's true. I believe it was... where is it? These are the bans here in this column. Yeah, that was for Sigma ban. I mean, if we go to Way's previous games... no Sigma ban. Way's previous games? Still no Sigma ban. Will people ever learn their lesson? Can I have permission for the spreadsheet? There's a public link. Hold on. I want to say... Let me try that one. I think it's that. Nice. Yeah, that should work. Oh, thank you, Eagles, as well. 0305 for the community gift. That is the Rainy Day Tracer for you. You can claim that for your Twitch drops now and get yourself all kitted out for that rainy day. Why do you want editing permission, Viper? Sounds like we got a walkout going. I'm suspicious, skeptical. Crowd full for this one. You want to add images for my brain? History revision. What, you mean like, instead of these colors, it's just like the hero icons? Yeah? Yeah, we can. Send me your email on Discord or somewhere. Somewhere where you won't dox your own email. You joking? I thought you were going to do some free work, Viper. I thought you were going to do some free work. Now you're copping out of this free work? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I was willing to open my door, trust you blindly, and get some free work in exchange. And now I realize I've been scammed. 1 cent per picture? That's like... You only have to do it once and make it a lookup. Alright, well. Any deflectors, or is Viper on the ropes? Looks like Viper's on the ropes. I'll give him 5, 4, 3, 2. It's cooked. Oh, I've clicked on the wrong... I nearly clicked on the wrong name. There we go. See you in 10 minutes, Viper. Sorry, what did you ask, Ostrich? Do you think any of the players' grandmothers had grandmothers who liked rainy days? I mean, I actually found, over the course of the last week, one of the things that has been very true of a lot of people, a sort of shared experience, if you will, is everyone's grandmothers seem to have loved playing Tracer and loved rainy days, which makes the perfect present, the perfect way to commemorate them, maybe if they're no longer with you. The rainy day Tracer skin, and all you need is a couple of gifted subs to your favorite streamer, and you can get that. You can get that to commemorate your grandmother. All right, here's Moon. What's the Maltese archive? Wait, can you guys can't see it because it's behind my... Let me get out of the way for a second. Unter getting on as well? No, Unter is in North America right now. He is ready to lock in. The coaches, yeah, so left is Moon. I didn't see he was on the right, sorry. I didn't see the name when it popped up. Maybe one of you guys did. Hunter's hard at work, guys, I promise you. Dongsu? Ah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I think he normally does it.
Stupid sub again.
Cheers, Bob Ross. 7 months total, 2 months in a row. Honestly, keep wasting your money, mate. It's going to a good place, trust me. Sometimes I'm hard at work too, it's really uncomfortable. 12 a.m. in the West Coast. I think he's what's it called? Central? Is it CST? CST Central? Whatever Central, whatever the acronym is for Central. Alright, I'm covering the dogs. Is there a gap, guys? Is there a gap between my camera and the chat, or have I nailed it? I feel like I've overcompensated. Hold on. Alright, I think I'm good. I think I'm good.
그렇다면 오늘 FTG 팀 조합에 대해서 경기 내내 한번 귀 기울여 봐야겠습니다. 자, 특히나 오늘 경기가 중요한 이유가 OWCS 아시아 스테이지 1 코리아 시리즈.
Oh, it's there? Oh, really? Let me get YouTube up. You can actually hear what Mean's saying for a change. Let's see.
Also replies, we have now modified our strategy a lot and plan to use various combinations rather than just one strategy, so
I have also the translation.
maybe varied compositions out of FTG this time around.
자, 그런 만큼 각오가 남다를 것 같은데요. 각오 한마디 부탁드립니다.
아니 지금 집중을 해야 되는데 머리가 너무 끼워가지고
Question is, what is the determination for today's game?
What are they looking for?
부산에서 고생해서 올라왔는데 네 오늘
What do they see?
네 열심히 임하겠습니다.
What's on the ceiling?
감독님의 귀여운 파마 머리에 문 감독님이 정신을 살짝 잃으셨다고 들었는데요.
What are they
The
looking at?
answer is, I will focus and win today because I worked hard to get there.
제가 좀 신경을 많이 쓰는.
Can't help but notice Dongsu laughing at the idea of Moon working hard for some reason.
역시 명 감독님이십니다. 네.
역시나 명 감독님이신 것 같다라고 재치 있는 한마디 나눠주셨습니다. 자, 양팀 모두 지난
Yeah, that would be my guess, sis.
모두 털어버리고 오늘 이제
'Cause there's like a notable delay, I think.
있는데요. 자, 그렇다면 문 감독님 팬분들께도 한 말씀 부탁드립니다.
저번 주는
And a word to the fans.
Oh, thanks, GB.
네 이번 주
Holy.
오늘부터 시작해서
Holy.
꼭 좋은
Thank you as well, Dylan, as well. There we go, there it is. Thanks for the 4 months, Prime.
Moon responds, you must have been very disappointed last week, but this week, starting from today, we will reward you with good results.
옷을 전부 다 챙겨왔거든요.
Thanks, Moon.
저는 오늘 집에
13 is a lot of months. It's a good amount of months.
오늘 제가 검단으로 바로 보내드릴게요.
Means you're one of the OGs.
나 오늘 집에 갈 생각 없다. 일요일까지 입을 옷 코디 다
Also responds, I've now packed all my clothes until today, Sunday. I don't plan on going home until Sunday.
Bro's got a backpack full of shirts with dogs on them, and I, for one, could not be more happy to see them all.
They're very animal, pet-themed shirts. First map.
Alright. Let's lock back in. I mean, yeah, it's hard, right? When they're doing, like, for translation, like, several steps, it just feels a little bit clunky and behind. But I guess it's, like, a cheapest solution. Whoa! Thank you, Toaster Overwatch. 5 gifted. Oh, thank you very much. Now, I'll actually get you the Ready Day Tracer as well. Congratulations, everyone who got one. Thank you very much, Toaster. What a way to kick off the stream. Ready for it. Thank you, Eagles, as well. First time W. Welcome, everyone. Congrats, nice who got them. We're getting ready. So, I guess one of the problems, which we talk about the game. I was going to put my hood up then. Why was I going to put my hat? I was like, what's wrong with me? I was going to be, should we talk about the game? And I was going to put my hood up like it was getting really fucking serious and moody. Don't put your hood up. So, in terms of the game, I think Crazy Raccoon have to be... The hood won't go up over the headphones. Does this give the mood? Was this the mood I wanted? Yeah, it's the SSG hoodie. Wait, can I show you the back? Put my hood up, it's gonna rain. Hold on, let me not yank my headset out. You see the back? That's my camera. It's the SSG Valentine's hoodie. Oh, it's actually quite nice. I am too warm actually. Hold on. I actually need to take it off. I'm too warm. It is really nice. But, I mean, just high quality, right? Too warm. So we're going to strip down to be uncoachable. Probably a bit easier for me to show you now as well. Oh, there we go. Nice though, right?
자 그리고 양 팀을 맞이하는 매치 프리뷰 한번 확인해 보겠습니다. 분노라는 좀 한 단어로 요약할 수 있을 것 같아요. 크레이지 라쿤 사실 3등을 찍기는 좀 아쉽.
Why is it actually? I mean, it's really nice. They said it was part of their Valentine's care package. So did I? Maybe some of you saw. Yeah. Maybe some of you saw on my Twitter or my Instagram. Shout out my Instagram. Heesung says Primal Rage. We've got a Crage versus a Rage. A Crage versus a Rage situation. Craig, yeah. This one is people think this one's about the team, but it's actually a tribute to Craig. But yeah, they sent a care package for me and my fiance for Valentine's Day. UPS I had an absolute nightmare with UPS delivering it, but once it got here, comes in a box. In the box, loads of like paper flowers, paper love hearts, you know, some tissue paper, matching hoodies for both of us. There was a big candle. I think it was apple pie scented. I think there was a brownie kit. There was a load of Hershey's chocolates in there. I'm forgetting something as well. There was a hand... Can you believe this? There was a hand-drawn and written card from them. Actually, honestly, so nice. Like, who does that? Where's the unboxing video? I've only got the pictures. I think the cards... I can show you the card. Next time I go downstairs, I'll try and grab the card. But, actually, like, I know it, like, it took it, like... It's a shame UPS was so rubbish with it. But honestly, it was worth the wait. Can you ask him where yours is? Matching underwears? There wasn't matching underwear. It's funny you say that though, Sensational. Because if you do want to get some matching underwear, Space Station do sell some Valentine's themed underwear. Let me get you to the shop here. Hopefully they're still for sale. Yeah, there's the hoodie I have. But if you want some SSG boxers, there are some SSG boxers ready to go. If you want the boxer hoodie combo, it's available. Can you give a touch glass slides giveaway? Yeah, I mean, actually, we do it. Actually, every time it comes up, we do it every time. But the merch is actually good for it. Merch is actually really good. And everything they've sent me so far, they've sent me a few hoodies, they've sent me t-shirts, a long sleeve, and now that hoodie as well. It's all really good quality, actually. Again, sponsored, blah, 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 but it is actually all really good quality. Alright. Initial ban is going to be Juno coming out of Crazy Raccoon. I don't know, generally, generally, I feel like what we see is Shu prefers to not play the Juno, play the Kiri where he can. Ball ban in response rather from FTG makes a decent amount of sense. I think there has to be a question mark a little bit if I'm FTG of, is this the best place to ban the ball? Because there's gonna be a lot of maps. Whoa! Thank you, Surreal, for the gift. Gifted tier 1 to, I'm gonna say this wrong, Corinoster? Thank you very much. Welcome. Yeah, is this the best place to ban the ball? Would it be better spent on one of the more powerful maps, like one of the hybrids or the escorts, maybe even a Suravasa? So yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, it's a good hero to ban, obviously, versus Crazy Raccoon.
긴장감 넘치는 경기다 보니까 사운드도 좀 긴장을 한 듯한 모습인데요. 자,
Alright.
먼저 좀 공격적으로 포지션을 잡고 있는 FTG입니다.
이게 준호가 없다 보니까 아마
Alright, there we go.
폭발력은 조금 줄어들 수 있어요.
So Orisa from one side, Hazard from the other. We're going to see Sunja trying to mark the coast here on this left-hand side. Trying to keep that Pharah in check, but Crazy Raccoon, they've got the Pharah Sojin. This is a very common DPS duo at the moment. Powerful on the flanks, powerful angles. The goal for FTG is can they connect Heesung onto one of these meaningful targets. For now, Heesung is stuck in white room, can't find the ball onto Lift. Lift's trying to peek forward, slides away from that wall, trying to get an aggressive angle. Now he's got the angle, he's got the space, he wins the duel against Prophet. And now Pick Advantage is going to win, and they're going to flood forward Crazy Raccoon. That'll be the rest of the fight for them. Stagger kill onto Sunjin. They want to try and take everything if they can. Bindi is a little bit split, a little bit low. And alright, a pretty clean first fight for Crazy Raccoons. Like Kitsune Rush advantage, slight beat advantage, everything going their way. Heesung going to be making the swap onto D.Va here. Similar things are still true for FTG in terms of the D.Va now can do a lot in terms of helping shut down the Pharah, help shut down the Sojin. We're going to see Sunjin dive in, boot to try and help heal a little bit there. And Lip and Heesung just quite happy to pound damage in main. They've gone forward, Suzu in aggressively. They saw the flip come, they saw their flank coming through. A Lucio Genji flank forces Crazy Raccoon to push away from the flank, straight down main. They lose Lip on the way, so this push hasn't worked at all for Crazy Raccoon. Player advantage now for FTG. Beat nearly up for Vinny. More ults for Crazy Raccoon to hold on to this. Jumpit's going to anchor point for now. They have the beat ready to match. They've got Lip back, 5v5 situation again. Sunjin trying to make his way in. Beat comes through. Beat response from Chirong. Heesung doesn't get the beat actually. He's going to get D-Max immediately. Disaster on the beat push there. And Crazy Raccoon, they continue to maintain point during all of this. Lip won't go down. And now they can push forward. Look for stagger kills again. Very patient, very disciplined from Crazy Raccoon. Just keep anchoring the point. Match the ults as they need. Don't get caught into overextending. Now though, FTG. We saw last time they went for a Lucio Genji side fight through white. And they're going to do the same thing again, but this time from top. Blade comes out, Boop is back, Slash Bear, Suzu is used, they're all over Lip. Heesang, he's killed for backline while this has happened. So Heesang gets 2 for his ult, Sunjin can only claim the 1. Now trying to clear out these players on top ground. It's a desperate touch situation for FTG. They need to try and find it. They're marking for Lucio on coast, they're trying to mark for D.Va from top. They've got eyes on Vinny. Heesang gets the first touch though. Heesung just going to try and play his life. He still doesn't have that self-destruct. Still waiting for some healing. Meanwhile, jump in. Heesung, they're just going to run forward. Take care of Prophet. They've got themselves on point at least, but they are getting picked off on the way in. Vinny's going to run for it. Vinny does get the kill actually. They've got both DPS behind. Heesung is still 9% away. Kitsune Rush on point. This should be the finisher really for Crazy Raccoon. There we go. Terror Surge should finish the job onto Vinny. And alright.
크레이지 라쿤 첫 번째 라운드가 가져갑니다. 이게 어떻게 보면 우리가 알던 크레이지 라쿤의 모습이고 딱 그 선준 선수가 어쩔 수 없이 죽기 결단을 한다는 마음가짐으로 점을 뽑았을 때 공수가 너무 완벽했어요. 수비는 방울로 다 해버리고 공격에서는 희상이 포화로 대박을 내니까 FTG가 뭐 공수에서 풀어나갈 수 있는 없었죠 그냥.
100-8 for Crazy Raccoon. Never really looked like threatening them, did they, FTG? We've seen this a lot. So this is if you actually hear from my VOD review yesterday, I don't know who turned up to VOD. Who turned up to VOD and who didn't turn up to VOD? Make yourselves known now. We talked about when there's some kind of side fight, if you can, if the other team is doing a side fight, can you just play aggressively through main? You know, like you see, look right now on your screen, you see this Lucio Genji on the point. You know, can you just tempo through main when they do that? We saw Crazy Raccoon do that twice on Control Center there. Good on you, Animus. Alright. Now that we're going to see a slightly different matchup, it's going to be Winston Anna for Crazy Raccoon here. I wonder if Heesung's going to swap maybe into the mirror. I don't know if a Winston versus D.Va is really like a, especially since Crazy Raccoon are running Pharah. Maybe Heesung keeps it. No, he is going to mirror actually. Alright, so everything mirrored except for Heesung and Sunjin. Pharah very powerful on this map. The retake quite difficult as well. Vigi is ahead of Shu on Nano though. Full rail for Prophet, doesn't find anything in that first one. Heesung's going to take down Vindane. How on earth has he done that? Just nothing's really happened yet. One staging jump from Heesung, and Vinny finds a way to catch some rockets. Reset back to the choke right now. Nate onto jumping, but FTG, they can't peek too much on that. Lip is trying to keep peeking main. Nano comes in onto him. Sleep is there. He's going to be booped off as well. 1 second to the jump. Oh, set off by Heesung. Shu with the setup, but they've actually traded 2 kills back. They're not out of it yet. It's 3v3 right now. Jumpin is anchoring point, but Shu's line of sight to Jumpin is broken. So Jumpin does not have full support on this point. He's just going to have to try and DP. He wants to try and get back. Oh, he gets the nano. He jumps for it. It's just to live though, but Churong with a boot off the map. Oh, we've seen Churong and Jumpin do miraculous things on this sort of like tank plus Lucio dive. Now he's going to drop a primal to keep going. Wants to catch this Sojin. Will catch this Sojin. Takes care of Profit right there. Heesung has done a similar thing to Lip, but he doesn't have the primal. He doesn't need the primal for it. Churong get taken down on point. It's still a dogfight. Jumpin's going to get back on. And actually, Crazy Raccoon spent a nano primal to lose this fight. And lose the flip partway through the fight there. Feels like, I don't know, I really have to question. I don't think Jumpin needs to go for that kill. Would have been better served just helping them on point. Now back in control of a point. Jumpin's half HP as he comes through the choke. Heesung has primal advantage, looking for his opportunity to go. Will just bubble and zone the backline. Oh, doesn't actually gets the mega stolen by Jumpin, so we might have to drop a primal. Vigilante has been taken down in the meantime. Profit is in the back with the overclock. Does trade Churong. That was the closest ult for Crazy Raccoon as well in performing that beat. Heesung goes down with the primal though. Sun's just going to pull the blade. He can't go forward though. He has to go back. He goes into the bubble. He clears Jumpin. A lot of these ults just not finding value from either team, but FTG maintained the point the entire way. Again, it's now going to be Barrage for Heesang, Primal for Heesung. Now Jumpin and oh, Heesang doesn't get the primal, ends up shooting himself a little bit with that last rocket, and Heesung's now looking for the backline onto Lip. Beat from Churong comes out, but Heesung, he's going to steal the mega. He can just stay on this backline forever. Jumpin's trying to disengage, but he needs more help. He's bubbled off, respawn onto Shu, but boot back from Churong. They get Jumpin out. They just about survive. But FTG on the verge of taking this point. Nano back up now for Crazy Raccoon. They can Nano Overclock, they can Nano Barrage. Lots of good options here. But FTG, Nano Primal maybe even a defensive Nano. Worth noting, Heesung doesn't have the bubble perk, he has the double zap perk. It's going to be a Nano Overclock through main. Profit does fall. Heesung's going to contain him with the Nano Vote as they try and clear up point, but Lip's going to kill Sunjin. It felt like Sunjin went forward and Heesung went backwards there. Bit of a disconnect, I think, between Heesung and Sunjin in terms of decision making there. Sunjin wanted the backline, Heesung went back to the point. Crazy Raccoon get the retake for their double ult investment. But Heesung's coming back with Primal, Jumpin's very close to his, and Heesung still has his Barrage. Now at the choke. Jump now onto Lip. Primal wants to keep going. Heesung here. He's going to drop the Primal. He wants to send him off the map. Anna's going to go. They try and respond with Barrage. Oh, Heesung, no! He tried to give a jump back in time. Still 2 kills. 3 kills, in fact. Crazy Raccoon are falling. FTG can still win this. Jumpin's going to have to stall out a long time with Primal. He wants a kill onto Vigi. He has to go back on point though. FTG have control of the point. Jumpin's going to get another one from a boot. Churong takes over the touch. Jumpin back on as well. He's all over the Lucio. He just get traded, but Heesang is back. Anyone's fight right now. Profit nearly has overclock on the far side. Vinny is trying to stabilize, but he is in the midst. Heesang dives for the kill. Churong will hit a 3-person beat. Heesang can't slip that. Profit has the overclock to retake. They have 16% to work with still. Force back a little bit now. Jumpin's gone Diva on the swap here. Just wants to sit on that overclock. Don't give Profit a chance to clutch. But a huge ult advantage for FTG as long as they can secure the touch. Sunjin gets the initial touch. Now they are coming round. Overclock to swing this choke if they want. Oh wait, no! How's Heesung been booped off the map? They're going to beat for it. Vigi's been forced back during all of this, but Profit finds one with the overclock. Profit's got that overclock perk as well. He's looking for more. Shu in the corner. Shu will get taken down 2 for Profit. Churong tries to respond. Gets the boop off the map onto Vindane. Churong is still battling away here against Profit. It's all to play for. Sunjin on point. Profit jumping go off the map as well. Now Sunjin, maybe he can just do it all. Heesung is back on Doom. Churong can touch one more time. Shu is coming back with Nano. Lip is stalling it out. Nearly has Pulse Bomb. Sunjin needs help on point. Heesung's there. Nano comes through. They can't touch. How did everyone fall off the map? What's going on? What's going on?
와, 정말 큰일 날 뻔했는데.
그렇습니다. 마지막 같은 경우에는 정말 한치 앞을 알 수 없을 정도로
Butter, grease and oil everywhere.
끝까지
I mean, slippery shoes.
FDG였습니다.
갑자기 오늘 무서운데요. FT콘데 시작이 이러면 어떡하죠?
We saw Heesung get booped off the map twice. We saw Vici got sent off the map. We got Shoes get sent off the map. We saw Vindame get sent off the map. We saw Jumpin jump off the map. Lip went off the map. Yeah, Prophet went off the map. Oh my god. Absolute chaos. And that means it's going to be tied up 1-1. And we're just going to go all the way on this opening Lijiang Tower here. Farah, Tracer again. Genji, Sojin on the other side from FDG. Winston and Lucio for both teams. Jump onto point initially. Heesang's going to come over and mark that. Deflect there. Vindame's going to get caught though. Oh, Sunjin's going to get caught. And again, you see FDG trying to play this wide style with their Lucio Genji. Trying to control the map. The Crazy Raccoon are getting so good. And we see lots of teams do this. But dealing with these side fights and just using, and especially with Winston, that can just jump onto the side, overloading that side fight and winning it for him. Heesung is going to go Diva here on the retake. Or concussive implosion there to pull Prophet back in, and Jumpin will be able to confirm the kill off it. Now Heesung has all of these perks. He's going to be turbocharged at these chokes. Heesung going to try and swing out. Baits out the jump. Jumpin doesn't bubble though. Another pull in, just looking for damage. Obviously, Heesung can do a lot to try and neutralize some of this value, but it's hard because he has that all the time. Another one onto the Sojin, catches Prophet. Heesung will touch. Heesung will match. Heesung will go. It's like a learn to read book. In concussive implosion there, forces the slide out of Prophet. Jumping jumps where it was though. Chirongo trying to make an aggressive play. Where is Chirongo? Chirongo is in. They do trade Prophet out of it, so it's a 1v1 situation, and Heesung is awfully low. Needs this Mega, but it's still halfway. He's going to have to wait for the Vigil socket. Vigi has Nano to go. They're trying to force point a little bit here, FTG. Eyes on this Tracer on the flank here. Pulsebomb is wide from Lip. Vinny is trying to mark that Tracer a little bit. Lip is still behind. Worth noting Sunjin's come back on Tracer during all of this as well. Even fight situation. 5v5, Nano's a piece, but Jumpin has this primal. Heesung is trying to clear out Viana here. Shu is running back to spawn. They catch Lip on the other side, but I think Shu is actually far enough out. Shu is just hard baiting on this top high ground. They can't get him, but they force Shu back and then they kill the people on point. They force Shu to DP for a little bit. Shu has nanoed just himself. Shu, you can nano two people. He's nanoed just himself. Jumpin will turn us into a primal. Vigilante is rotating aggressively right now, but Jumpin's found one. Oh, Lucio onto the backline here. Big problem for Vigi, but the nade helps him secure the kill onto Strong. Self-destruct comes out from Heesung, trying to get back into it. Mech can't get back into Mech. Jumpin is half HP on point. It's a two-person beat, 97%. They have to make it work, the FGG supports, but maybe Vigi will just make it work. Vigi and Vindame, but Brotherhood is holding strong right now. Pulsebomb onto Jumpin as well. He's 1 HP. Heesung flanking with the barrage now. They have to be wary of that. Jumpin's about to jump in, and Vigi's going to rotate back to main. But Brotherhood gets it done. And FTG secure themselves a bit of a hold, but they've got to worry about this beat push right now. Sunjin's trying to mark this Farah. It's a three-person beat going in. Shu dies in the back though. Vinny's gone forward. Sleep is good right now. Nano to get the kill as well onto Heesung. Vigi is getting it all done. Nice little easy kill for him there in the end as well. It's all Vigi right now. This is the player we were promised when he was at Atlanta Reign. This is why his reputation was so high. Every time he is on Viana, he is actually lights out. And he's doing it against Shu nonetheless as well. The bar is high. FTG win this fight. Barrage available, but again, chance for Heesung to mark Heesang. Prophet also has the overclock. You can see Heesung already all over Heesang. It's like a tongue twister. Lip is trying to force the point right now. Prophet's trying to keep the space. Shu is again having trouble walking up in all of this. Beat push. Sorry, no, just the amp up animation. I was confused me. Heesung has been cleared. Forced back to that Mega. He just have the system matrix right now, or the system shield rather. Barrage comes through. Heesung might get caught by it. Just about makes himself out. The shield's going a long way. Prophet is naded as he tries to overclock. No Mega available as well. It's going to fall apart right now. Heesung should be able to clean this up. Pulse bomb lands as well, just in case enough of their ults weren't finding value. And Crazy Raccoon get it over the line. But not straightforward. Not straightforward.
그냥 정리당했어요. 중간에 희상의 파라가 결정적 사이드를 몰래
Rip the Ream.
네.
I mean, that was a fun map, actually. That's a good way to start the day, I feel like.
거기에 플러스 슈에 끌려다니다 보니까 꼬리가 길어졌죠. 그러다 보니까 본대가 갈리게 되고 상대적으로 뭉쳐 있었던 크레이지랑
Farah seems so strong. Yeah, I think you talk about heroes that scale quite well.
그렇습니다.
Like,
결국 마지막에는
Farah is certainly one that scales quite well. And what's nice about Lijiang Tower is
이렇게 의장 타워를 가져갑니다. 자, 과연
what's nice about Lijiang Tower is all three stages are pretty viable for Farah, right? You know, sometimes on some of these like Samoa or even Nepal, it's like you kind of want to play different comps on different stages. But on Lijiang Tower, you can get away with playing the Farah on all three. But by the time you get to that third one, especially when it ends up being Night Market, right? That's probably the way you want it to go. Like if you have a Farah play, you maybe want to start on Control Center, which is maybe the worst for you. Maybe it's a little bit harder, but you get the perk, and then by the time you get to Night Market Garden, the better Farah stages, you are like pretty turbocharged. This Garden was absolute chaos as well, honestly. Like, FGG won, but anybody could have won, you know? Vigi looks impressive on the Ana. Heesung looked decent on the Winston. So no, maybe you would have hoped for a little bit more from Sunjin in all of this. Maybe some of that's just one of the boops off the map. Another one of the boops off the map. Another one of the boops off the map. What is Sunjin's hero pool? A bit of everything, really. We've seen him play Tracer and Genji quite a lot. We've seen him play Hitscan as well, like Sojin, as well as Ashe quite a lot as well. And been very good on all of those. So I think he's, I guess I describe it, I normally use the term like modern DPS player when they can just do a bit of everything. Seems like he wasn't keen to play the Farah there at all. I mean, I don't know how much of that is he doesn't want to play the Farah and how much of that is just, like, Farah is Heesang's best hero, really, I think. So if there's a team you don't want to play it against, it's probably this team where you don't want to get stuck in the mirror. Morning, Plum. No NA and EU later today. Oh, thank you, Carabob. Thank you for the community gift. Who got it? Tota Kono. Congratulations. Welcome, everyone. No NA and EU later. We're only doing it on... I say we're. It's only Saturday and Sunday for North American EMEA. And we're going to be in 2 games per region per day as well. If I'm correct. I think that's for all the way through as well. That's an interesting shirt. Quizhead. Thanks, Sophie. Oh, their shirt? Oh. Fuck. Why is it never about me? Oh. Unbelievable. As for last time I've ever talked to Sophie. Guys, don't pity compliment my shit, guys. It's too late, guys. Come on, I can see. I appreciate the sentiment, but it's too late. It's too late. EMEA and North America are best of 5 still. I don't. Maybe the finals is different, but I think it's best of 5 all the way through. Maltese is a dog breed now? I'd believe you're right. I guess that explains it then. What made me wear glasses? Once I started looking at stuff and I couldn't see it anymore. That was my first indication. Who do you think will come out top? I think, well, in terms of qualifying, I think qualifying's easy. I think obviously Zeta and Falcons already qualified. Crazy Raccoon and T1 will also qualify. In terms of the order, I think this is actually the stage Zeta do it, right? This is a terrible way to write Zeta, but this is the way Zeta. This is the time for Zeta to do it, right? In terms of this Falcons versus Crazy Raccoon, I think it might honestly be Falcons who win it, actually. So I could see it being like a Zeta Falcons final, Zeta to win, Crazy Raccoon and T1 joint third. You think Wei beats T1? I think this game's really close, but I'm leaning T1's way right now. Zeta wins then loses Asia finals. I mean, it would be painfully on brand for them to go that way.
그렇죠. FTG 같은 경우에 이제 기록을 봤을 때 두 번 플레이를 해서
Juby's been down this road before.
또 이제 수라바사 같은 경우에도
4 Korea slots, that's right, Stormbreaker, yeah. So this game that we're watching right now is basically winner goes to the Asia LAN, loser doesn't. So basically just a playoff for that. Is Ball in top 3 tanks right now? I feel like I don't know if that's a top 3. I feel like Mauga's up there, Winston's up there. Then it could go one of a lot of ways. But I feel like Ball's probably still up there. I feel like Ball is falling out a little bit though, because of the Groggy perk, maybe particularly. Blizzard's World is a weird choice, right? Have we seen this before? I mean, not Blizzard World, but have we seen, more specifically, have we seen from the game a pick Blizzard World before? Have we seen anyone in Korea go to Blizzard World before? So no, this is out of left field then. And FTG are going to ban Lucio with it. Also, new vid was Jamie's very helpful. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I thought Jamie was actually... We weren't even planning to do all the DPS heroes. Jamie just had that dog in it, you know? So hopefully some useful stuff there. So yeah, FG are going to ban Lucio. And normally when you see a Lucio ban on Blizzard World, what this implies is he maybe wants to play a greedier backline of sorts. And then, but I would expect Crazy Raccoon to play a ball or a dive comp here, one way or the other. And it feels like by the fact that they ban Hazard, Crazy Raccoon are probably just going to play Winston, right? Maybe Anna Zen, yeah. So I presume Crazy Raccoon are going to play dive, and maybe this is just what FTG want, honestly, right? Because if you look at that previous Lijiang Tower, what was the closest matchup? It was the Garden, right? The Garden, the Night Market to a lesser extent. It was the Dive Mirror. Alright, so FTG on the defense here, so they're the ones who are walking out of spawn, which implies they've walked out of spawn on Bastion. Alright. I mean, I'm skeptical. I'm skeptical, but he's here. Sombra, Bastion, Diva, Juno, Brig. Alright, I can dig it. I can dig it. You're playing against Crazy Raccoon. You're massive underdogs. Let's get fucking wacky, shall we? We're gonna pick Blizzard World. We're gonna pick Bastion. TP out spawn for Lip, but just staring down Diva. Won't even take the shot. We'll be going on to Sojin. Imagine Hisang will be going Tracer, maybe? Or is he gonna stick? Yeah, or Genji. Okay. Alright, they're going to scout out the Bastion and then make their assessment of what to do next. So obviously Bastion has some interesting perks that scale quite well. I know a lot of people talk about the Lindholm's explosives, but I think actually the best Bastion perk is the self-heal. I forget what the self-heal one's called. I'll get you the name out of respect for the law. It's called self-repair. Makes a lot of sense. Hisang is going to get caught on the way in. So, all good so far for the Bastion comp. Bubble onto the side here. Form swing as well. Make sure Crazy Raccoon are thoroughly cleared out of that area. It feels like this comp from FTG is very much built to punish tanks. Sunjin is going to be looking to find some hack interrupts on either Hisang's deflex or on that. They're actually going to dive onto Profit right now. He's going to spin up Jumpin's going to get out of bed. Chirong's awfully close. Deflect comes in from Hisang. They are okay for now. They've survived that first timing. Keep your eyes on Shu's Nano. That's the big opening for them here. Once they get this Nano ready to go. Oh, Vigilante in the open. Just about dodges the rail. Now they're retaking 1.5 ticks. Hack comes back in onto Lip right now. Vigi nearly has Ray. I think they're just going to get Ray before they push here. Vigi's topped everyone up. They have the Ray ready to go. Shu has the Nano. They're going to form swing. They lose Vigi though. Or Vinny rather. Prophet's going to catch a nade. Ray comes out here. Pressure onto Shu. He's going to throw the Nano out before he dies. But the Nano's onto Chirong. That's not the ideal target. But maybe it was. Maybe it helps him survive for Ray. They're still on control of point and Sunjin will get cleaned up here. And that was a very tame feeling Ray push from FTG. Like, they dropped for Ray and I was expecting this sort of explode out. You know, we're going to use the form timing, Heesung's going to go fly on something. But nothing really happens and Vinny gets caught during all this. So now we get forced all the way back to second. They'll settle on the high ground here. Next wave of ultimates coming up for Crazy Raccoon. We've got Primal, we've got Blade ready to throw in. Sunjin looking for this EMP though, just going to drop it on point. 3-man EMP, Chirong's going to get deleted immediately, Jumpin's going to go down as well. Crazy Raccoon kind of looked like they were just happy to tank that. You know, just sort of idly walking down main, 3 people saying, go on then, hit us with an EMP, and now we don't have to worry about EMP for the next fight here. So I feel like Crazy Raccoon just taking that one for the greater good, and now we'll get a chance to push up. Again, 4 ultimates in the bank here, no EMP to worry about. FTG though getting very close to their second Ray from Vigi. They're just going to try and get the point or the payload to this first corner before going. Hisang here with the Lifesteal Blade perk. The overclock. Oh, Lip's going to find Sunjin. He's got the overclock perk as well, and he has got that overclock ready to go. Form used back on the high grounds here, but they don't do anything. And look at Hisang is just keeping this point moving with the help of Chirong. Jumpin is set up behind him right now. He's going to dive onto the high ground, just trying to keep their attention. And while Jumpin zones the backline, they're going to keep clearing this Diva off point. Jumpin's down to half HP as FTG trying to reclaim some of this space they've lost. But look how far the bloody car has moved. Now Hisang looks for the finisher. They come in defensive Ray, but Lip has the overclock in there as well. He's nano boosted too. Nano boost, overclock, plus the overclock perk. They only find 1 kill out of it though. The double support up from FTG saves a lot of a problem. Now Hisung trying to get onto point. Here comes the bombs from the sky. They need a lot of help. Jumpin is avoiding all of them though. Self-destruct has been forced. Hisung desperate for this mech back. Does get this mech back. But there is a primal coming for this Widow. Sunjin is going to be sent back into spawn. Chirong is rallying on point to clear it. He's cleared Findame already. Nade's going to hit Hisung. And Chirong is just going to clean up on point here, while the rest of them are zoned by Jumpin. 1 more bobble on point. And this has been a pretty quick and efficient second point, all things considered. Overcharge is the name of that Sojourn perk as well, for the lore heads. Okay, Sunjin's going to go onto Tracer, Hisung onto Winston, which surely means we get Bastion swap too. Onto Sojourn, and they're now just taking essentially the dive mirror. Wouldn't be surprised if we see Vigi go onto Anna as well. But pretty healthy time back, Crazy Raccoon. 3 minutes into second right now. They've also got ult advantage a little bit because of all the swaps FTG have done. So a chance to go with Shoot Nano timing soon. Oh, Vindame's going to get caught as well, just out of nothing in the bubble trade. Now they're going to turn and clear the Winston. They're going to keep this payload rolling for free. Sunjin has to blink out. Trying to hunt him down, forces him out further. Hisung is trying to keep some space up top. They have this nano ready to go. Full rail for Lip 2, looking for it. Vinny is out in the open, bubble on the choke. Hisung is down to half HP. Vigi nearly has the Ray. They are turning into Hisung though, and Hisung's just going to die again. Same thing from Crazy Raccoon. Jumpin's going to go sit on the back line. He's not doing anything crazy. He's just zoning them. And Crazy Raccoon, the rest of them, they are getting really aggressive on the main, punishing the tank. Coming back now. Pulse out from Sunjin is going to be wide. Ray available for Vigi here to try and stabilize. He's going to pop it, and Crazy Raccoon, they're going to try and disengage this, but Hisang not so fortunate. She was a little bit close as well. He might go down. Chirong will fall, and this Ray does stabilize here for FTG. They should be able to clean up onto Shu as well. There we go. And that will be the stop. 2 minutes still left on the clock, though. FTG, though, since their swaps, this is their first wave of ultimates. They're going to have the rally, they're going to have Primal, they're going to have the Overclock here. And expect this fight to maybe start with Overclocks, and then both Winstons have the Primal to mark the enemy Overclock. But the big difference here is going to be Heesang's Blade in all of that. So eyes on Heesang to be the difference maker in this next fight, as we're going to get a big ult trade. Prophet's going to get focused down. Overclock burnt onto him. Prophet needs a lot of pocket. Blade over the top, though, it's not enough. And Lip's going to take down Vinny. Oh, they win the ult trade by an absolute country mile. Vinny didn't even pop the rally. He just has no head. And it is going to be Crazy Raccoon with domination. A relatively even ult situation. We thought it was going to be a big, complicated trade. Maybe Heesang's Blade could be a late difference maker. But they just go with a Blade and Primal immediately. They smash that Overclock. And Vinny doesn't even get a chance to pop the rally there. And not a great look for FTG, is it? Obviously they tried something. They tried something cheesy. And actually, I think I've got I respect the effort, right? It wasn't very good. Right? It wasn't very good. But I respect the idea. I respect the idea.
힘 차이로 찍어 눌렀던 거거든요. 그래서 저거는 빈다임 선수의 잘못이 아니에요. 그렇죠. 설계를 한 거라서. 그러니까 이게 궁극기상으로 이론상으로는 사실 FTC가 힘든.
I don't know if I respect doing it again though. I feel like doing it again might be taking the piss.
그러니까 양 해설들이 빈다임에
Obviously they still have time to swap in spawn.
선수들도 집중을 하고 있었고 그래서 뽑아낸 선택으로 이어졌던 거죠.
Crazy Raccoon are going to play a slightly greedier version of Cop now. Like it's still, I guess, dive in some principle, but it's going to be Bull, Ash, Mei, Anna Zen. So Anna Zen better on defense if you can get away with keeping people alive. But Bull as well. Maybe more reasonable if they expect something like this from FTG, but Mei matches up nicely into the Diva, so it feels like Crazy Raccoon are really kind of all in that FTG are going to play the comp we see FTG on right now. If FTG just swap to some kind of dive mirror, maybe they actually have a better version of the comp here, but we see what FTG decide to do once they scout the comp. Do they swap? Or do they stick? A bit of walking backwards, a bit of walking forward here from Prophet right now. Debate, I think, within the team. It looks like the decision is stay. I think this is probably a bad choice for FTG, not just because the comp didn't work on defense, but actually, Crazy Raccoon have gambled that it won't. Jumpin is actually the one who's gone back and swapped. He swapped to Winston once he's seen this comp. They go for the swing, but it will get naded. Vindame's been naded as well. They try and clear it. Can't save Profit through all of that, though. Sunjin has traded once. Sunjin's traded two. What if Sunjin just killed the entire lobby? The Bastion was the bait. Sunjin was the real danger. They're pushing forward, trying to trade Vinny right now. Jumpin will confirm that kill. Vinci is deep behind. He is trying to run. Jumpin is hot on his tail. Sunjin has killed his third person in this fight. They need to deal with Sunjin behind. It doesn't matter about these kills they're getting because Sunjin's just trading everyone. He wants for Mei as well. Looking for another one. Virus onto Heesang now as well. Chasing him down. Oh, Heesang with the fadeaway into Ice Rock gets the trade. And that's such a valuable kill because that happened so late in the fight as well. Happened so late in the fight that Crazy Raccoon can actually get a lot of their players back. Strong has made the swap over onto Brig as well. And Heesang has bailed out Crazy Raccoon's defense here. He has a Blizzard very quickly as well. His ult charge is actually really unreasonably quick from Heesang here. He's going to get hacked again, but he is safely tucked behind that wall. Looking for his Blizzard timing onto his Bastion. As soon as that form comes out, expect him to try and find a gap in the Matrix. Poking away Heesang now. Vigi has the Ray. Again, if they drop the Ray around the corner, expect that Blizzard to come out in response from Heesang. He's being patient with it. Crazy Raccoon have control of the point. They don't need to force anything. Dive into the back. Now the Blizzard onto the back line. A little bit shallow, actually, from Heesang there. And FTG are ready to take the back step. Nobody gets frozen. It's a 1-for-1 ult trade. Eyes over to Shu right now as he has the Nano ready to go. Bastion swing inside. Wants to try and clear this Mei out, but Heesang's actually causing a real problem. But Sunjin is at it again. And a Brig, they just can't stop him. Sunjin gets another pick. FTG, they're forcing the point during all of this. But Heesang finds the trade. 4v4 bomb onto point. Lip is low, so low, but Chorong is there. They'll kill this baby. They'll kill this Diva as well. Oh my god, Lip was so low. And Jumpin is now taking this primal zone for backline. And again, have to give the credit. Have to give the credit here to he's hanging a lot in these situations. Because Sunjin's doing so much. He's actually tearing his backline up by himself. You know, it'd be interesting if FTG had someone else who could go help him in some of these dives. Alright, Bastion bombs to open it up. Dynamite to clear Sunjin behind. Here come the bombs. Shu's going to try and give him the slip. Everyone survives the bombs, but they conceded space, actually. Crazy Raccoon actually had jump back, and uses bubble defensively, but they've got ult to retake with now Crazy Raccoon. Nano and Rally ready to go. Vinny has a rally of his own. Wall off onto Vindame now as he starts to try and force point clear Heesang out. They are on the high ground as Jumpin will jump. Just to hold point right now. She wants to hold it, rotate aggressively. He's got the Nano ready to go. Pressure on. Blizzard comes out right now. Oh, they catch Vinny as well. The rally does nothing. The Ray's coming forward. Shrong's responded with his own rally. Shrong and Shu are trying to rotate, and Jumpin's found 2 kills while the backline try and rotate. Shrong will get caught eventually. Jumpin trying to take Vigi out of the air. Will confirm that kill with Lip. We're in 10 seconds left. They need a miracle right now. Heesung has the self-destruct. He gets a kill. Heesung gets 1, but he can't get back into mech. They need the touch. Prophet's got the touch from the top rope. But Bastion is behind. He's got the Linto explosives. Vinny needs the next touch. Vinny will get the touch. And there's no way Vigi can. Prophet over the rope. Over the wall, rather. And alright. Alright, I appreciate the effort the first time. I feel like when it doesn't work, especially when it depends how it doesn't work, right? If it doesn't work by a little bit, maybe you try it again. If it doesn't work by the degree it didn't work there, I think you just have to play something more standard, right? Like, I understand Crazy Raccoon are the favourites, and I appreciate the attempt to, like, maybe do something a bit wacky on first point or something, catch him off guard. But once we get to the rest of the map, I feel there just has to be a certain point where you just go, you know. And it's not like, for Garden, right? We watched the dive mirror on Garden, it was chaotic and messy. But actually, I felt like FTG gave as good as they got on some of that Lijiang Tower, you know? Yeah, Sunjin can play Genji, yeah. Why Bastion? Well, they're essentially trying to cheese, aren't they? They're trying to cheese because they don't think they can win a straight up game. I feel like they've maybe underestimated them. Like, it's hard, right? Because I feel like they've underestimated themselves a bit. Because I think, again, like, Lijiang Tower was competitive. So, I mean, I guess the thing is, if you're going to try and cheese a team, like play a wacky comp or play something they've not seen before, the time to cheese them is early, right? And then if you sort of run out of, like, kooky ideas, then you just go, you just take the normal, matchup, right? Yeah, I think the problem for FTG is, I think what they want is they want a meta where, or the comps they want to play is something where Heesung can play D.Va or Winston, right? Something where Prophet can play Hitscan, and something where Sunjin can play Genji or Tracer, probably, right? Maybe even Vigiana. The problem is, that comp I've just described to you really suits Crazy Raccoon as well, right? If Crazy Raccoon say, oh, what, we have to put Shu on Ana? What, and Lip has to play Hitscan? And then Jumpin has to play Winston? You know. That's the problem, is the comps that are FTG's strengths are also Crazy Raccoon's strengths. So, what's the decision they can actually make? Because let me pose the question this way. If you're FTG, what comp matchup can you force where you have advantage over Crazy Raccoon? I don't know. Alright, Juby, have fun. Mauga? I don't know. I don't think they do. Why do they have Mauga advantage? Best of 7 this, RQ7. Try hard. Have they even played that much Mauga before? Like, why do we think they've got Mauga advantage? Because I don't remember them playing it. Widowmaker? Now we're talking. Now we're talking, sis. I played like Mauga for the first point of Suravasa. Yeah, didn't play any here. Yeah, why do they have Mauga advantage? The Hazard's Mirror? Maybe that's a better shout, Sans. I can get behind that one a little bit more. Maybe I can get behind the Hazard one a little bit more. Because where was it?
억제하기 위한 과감한 수를 뽑았던 FTG. 하지만 크레이지 라쿤은 그 조합마저 이겨내면서 그들의 머리를 더욱더 아프게 하고 있습니다.
Yeah, because this is where FTG took Falcons away for Hazard, right? FTG versus Poker Bay, successful there. FTG versus Zeta, also relatively close, also a lot of Hazard. Yeah, I think you're right actually. Hazard should be the combat player. Obviously they still lost this one to Crazy Raccoon.
수라바사는 FTG 본인들도 잘하는 맵이긴 하지만 상대가 100%의 승률을 보여주고 있는 필살의 전장이기도 하고 만약에 이번
yeah, I think Hazard is right. I think Sans, you've actually cracked it.
크레이지 라쿤에서 선택지고 넘어가면 저라면 바로 수라바사를 고를 것 같아서
Hey Kelsey, thanks mate.
그렇습니다. 일단 전반적인 플래시 포인트의 승률을 봤을 때는 언급해 주신
Get Sandra back on the Sombra? Yeah, I don't hate it. Yeah, I think maybe Hazard has to be the play here for it.
가져가고 있는 FTG거든요.
전체적으로 조합을 봤을 때 볼을 약간 좀 의식하는 듯한 느낌인데다가 FTG가 볼을 이제는 배날 수 없으니까
Hazard Widow Sombra. What's left? We got push, push, flashpoint, escort.
네. 일단
I mean, honestly, do you take him to Gibraltar since they lost it to Falcons last week as well? I think you could take it to Gibraltar, and it wouldn't be a hot take. I don't know if you, and if I favour them, but I think I wouldn't hate it. We're gonna go Havana instead. So, do we see Max in response to this then? Last time we saw Crazy Raccoon play Havana, they played Sigma. Obviously, that was Max's turn to have his, to have himself shown up by Pepe. But this time there is no, Pepe's not here yet. So it's okay for now. Have we seen Heesung play any of these type of heroes? Like Sigma, Ram, anything like this?
일단 이번 스테이지에 처음으로 좀 선보이는 맵인데 어떤 조합이 준비될지 궁금해집니다. 그리고 그 힌트
So FTG are gonna ban Zen. Implying, yeah, they don't want to play against like an Anazen or Batson backline. Crazy Raccoon are gonna ban Bastion because they are taking the piss.
보여주긴 했었는데요.
거기에 우리는 서브보다는 약간 주도들이 아니면 키리코 이쪽으로 화력 싸움을 하기보다는 사이드 주도권을 잡고 싶다라는 그런 의지도 좀 간접적으로 보이는 벤이죠.
네.
You think he's played Ram but don't remember Sig? Yeah. Alright, so I mean honestly if I'm Crazy Raccoon, let him keep trying the Bastion comp. Let him have another crack at it. So it leaves everything quite open, right, in terms of what they play. The Zen of a Bastion bans, I mean if they want, they could probably still get away with dive. It's a very hard map for it. But all the heroes are there for him at least. Heesung going to be starting on the Mauga actually, so right, some people suggested Mauga.
승리가 절실한 양 팀의 세 번째 세트 하바나입니다.
I mean, you're not wrong, Gucci. The more you drink, the more you piss. Crazy Raccoon, they've reached bursting point with their bladder. Okay, so they're going to go Mauga. I think this is a new look for FTG. I think Mauga is popular at the moment. A lot of teams are playing it. Crazy Raccoon, on the other hand, they've kept jumping in. It looks like they might just be going for more of the same. So it's going to be Faris Sojin versus Genji Sojin here. And a Juno versus Juno Rig. Crazy Raccoon here, in theory. In theory, with a bit of the advantage here. I think at least on paper. That's how I'd wait. That's how I'd sort of stack up. Like, I feel like Viana's going to do a lot to help them win these frontline battles in, well, quite a lot of situations, really. Alright, sorry, let me lock in. Alright, so slow and steady, getting up to the first corner right now. Crazy Raccoon. Ooh, little boot back in here onto the Genji. Sunjin does manage to dash around the corner. Now the nade. You see Shu play that one really aggressively now. Most of the time when we watch Anna's play, we think about Anna sitting at the back of the map in these anchor positions, kind of where we see Shu is now. But if you remember back when we saw Anna originally in the Malga meta, and I think Falcons were really the team to do this probably the most with Fielder, is what they would do is they would use the speed ring, one for their team to engage and swing, but also speed ring that Anna through for an aggressive nade, but the Anna would run back. So expect a lot more of his speed ring timings for Shu to find aggressive nades. But for now though, it's overclock time. It's a 1-for-1 trade only out profit, but the kill on Shu does take away the nano from Crazy Raccoon. So they can stabilize off this here, FTG. Shu will be back with nano very soon. Profit is coming back on, well actually he's just going to trace to get faster back on spawn. We'll be coming back to Sojin after that. Both teams have Rager in this as well, but the nade can do a lot to disrupt the Ray as well. So Shu, huge potential to be the difference maker in this fight. So I'm just going to have his deflect forced out of him. Ray comes through from Vigi in response to Rumble match it. Now the Nano Barrage is available. Heesung in so much trouble. Nano Barrage Ray. Now that's some damage. Honestly, I don't even know if a Rainy Day Tracer could get you out of such a downfall. I'm joking, of course the Rainy Day Tracer can get you out of such a downfall. And that would be Crazy Raccoon taking the first point, I think. They can go for a last minute recontest here, but it's going to be, yeah, they're going to go for it. They force the cage out at least. Nade comes through into Sunjin here. And I think FTG are just going to accept, lose the fight in exchange for it. Oh, not lose the fight. Vinny wants to go. They're going to drop the cage rally. They want to kill Jumpin here. They would just be impatient, but they've lost Heesung during all of this. They managed to trade it out. No Malgas on the field as this rally's going to expire, and Shu and Heesung are all over Vinny. Profit is hiding behind the point, but they've C9'd. They're going to win the fight, but it means nothing. It means nothing that they win that fight. You're right, CommanderX. The best way to test the theory of whether the Rainy Day Tracer will get you out of a Nano Ray Barrage situation is to just get one and test it. Malga Mirror continues. Sunjin staying on the Genji. Lip has overclocked. Sunjin has Blade. Single ult versus single ult. Blade can be a little bit difficult in some of these neutrals, especially with the overdrive. But he's going to drop a barrage, actually, walking forward. Clears Heesung out, but Heesung has dodged it. Blade in response, catches Strong there. Sleep is going to go wide, and the Blade is good from Sunjin. Overclock was invested in Lip by Nat anyway, but didn't catch anything. And alright, really nicely played by Heesung there. Dodges for barrage, and then Sunjin finishes everything off. Vinny will finish off Lip too. And FTG, a bit of breathing room, a chance to stabilize. You got the Rainy Day Tracer and you still haven't died in your last ranked game? I mean, that's actually the bare minimum you can expect from a Rainy Day Tracer's game. Retake now. Vigi has Ray advantage here. So Crazy Raccoon, they kind of have nothing for a second. They can't commit too much towards to this fight. They're just going to try and keep a payload moving forward. Stop that rollback coming through. Wait for them to get their own ults up. Then they can probably take this Ray trade. Ooh, that will slow him down. Once they get Heesung back as well, they can take this Ray trade and maybe hope that Shu can be the difference maker with that Nano with that nade. But Lip's been cleared out of this high ground too. And FTG, plenty of breathing room now. Also worth noting, they're going to have the overclock and the rally to throw in during all of this as well. Stomp onto the high ground from Jumpin. Nade there onto Vinny, takes him down. Oh, no chance to get it. Ray out in response now. Ray catches Heesung in it. Chirongbo doesn't use the Ray yet. They go first with Nano and Jumpin with the stomp. Deletes Profit. No chance of the overclock. But 2 of the 3 ults FTG have. Those players have died. Disaster here for FTG. But good news is, if everyone dies with their ults, you got loads of ults for the retake, and that's the situation FTG find themselves in now. They can go take this cage trade on point. They're going to have the overclock for rally to throw in, but Chirong does have this Ray. Ray might even be enough. Sticky Sojani there, caught on him. Jumpin's going to cage early. Vindame doesn't want to get in it. They're going to stomp into it. Catches Jumpin. Now the Ray comes through. Jumpin's cage has been killed. The nade is huge from Shu, and Jumpin will clean everything up as a result. It's why you see Anna in these type of compositions when you can get get away with
그걸
it.
알면서도 캐주얼 안으로 들어갈 수밖에 없었고.
Vienna is such a difference maker in these.
반대로 말하면
그쵸.
궁뺀 거니까 나쁘진 않아요.
FTC는 그냥 어차피 이거는 우리가 힘들었다. 그냥 궁극기를 많이 빼냈다. 3점 잘 막아보자로 가야
Malgarit's meta?
그렇게
Malgarit's
의도도
meta.
했을 거예요.
Anti-nade getting him 3 ults? Certainly seems to be. Yeah, FTG used everything as well. I mean, the problem is,
이 앞쪽으로 밀어내는 거를
when one of them is
자리 잡는
Varay,
거를 FTG를 한번 묶어줄
Varay
필요가
also
있어요.
outpowers like 1 or 2
오른쪽
ults.
사이드를
Vindem going to
잡아내기
go onto the Ana now as well.
상대방 자원이 꽤나 많거든요.
But already on third point here. 2 minutes though. Overclock to start from Lib, but he's taken down actually. Profits Disruptor Shot gets the job done. Both of them traded headshots. Now FTG will push forward. They want to catch Jumpin as well. Should be able to catch Jumpin. They can take a little bit of a walk to spawn. No escape for Shu. Sleeps one, stomped by the other. Needs a few more sleep, Shu. And they're going to go to a close hold. Desperate to get more time off the clock here, FTG. They have the blade to hold close with. Hisang has a blade of his own. Bear in mind, though, Shu is close to the nano, so it could be a nano blade coming out from Hisang, or it could just be a nano used defensively to counter out Sunjins as well. Could go both ways here.
FTC는 여기서 뭐 궁극기를 흘려도 되지만 그냥 나노 용검 대 용검으로
Vindem at the back already up to that second perk. Now it comes in, it's a nano blade. Hisang gets one. Gonna try and run. Profit, he's gonna try and run. He's gonna try and hide. He can't do either. Hisang's good for 2. Sunjin doesn't use his own blade though. So as they lose this fight, they do keep hold of their ult for the next one, FTG. And now FTG, 4 ults, nearly 5 with that cage as well. This should be enough to seal the hold. Crazy Raccoon have a lot of time. A minute is, we're talking about one good fight. Profit's going to swing out a little bit here. Lip's got full rail though, so he has to be careful. Oh, Vinny, careful! Vinny throws the nade Jumpin's way. They hit it. The cage snare from Jumpin just to play his own life. So they're going to get in the cage. They drop the ray. They drop it all. The overclock is there from Profit. He's good for the cleanup. Give or take, Sunjin is there as well. And they used 2 coming out of spawn in exchange for that cage. One of them was Ray, so Crazy Raccoon, they're low on time, they have Ray advantage. But FTG, they can fight forward here and just nano blade. They can nano blade, force this cage out far back, then just cage for point if they don't just win the fight with this nano blade. Eyes on Sunjin, Lip's gonna find one on the Widow, and Sunjin has to be forced to deflect. They're gonna run. Oh, Lip's giving him a little bit of breathing room, a chance here for Crazy Raccoon. Looking for it, here comes the nano blade now, eyes on, looking for the Widow, looking for the Ana, Sleep is gonna go wide, Sunjin's good for True. Trong has to Ray forward, he has to blade on point, the Sleep onto Jumpin as well. The Ray has allowed Hisang to get 2 kills, but Trong dies, they need a touch, there's a cage on point. Hisang and Jumpin, where have you gone? And they don't give a full, they don't give a completion at the end. So, saving grace for FTG, they do get the stop. Not as much of a stop as you would like, of course, but they get the stop.
힘싸움 절대 못 이긴다. 판단해서 순간적으로 위도 변수를 봤던 모습도 좀 잘 볼 수 있었고요.
그렇습니다.
And honestly, the problem for FTG is what you really want is, I know they've moved it off now, you want the cart to just be like 10 minutes deeper.
What are your thoughts on the
What are my thoughts on OOL? I don't know. What is it? Something League? Overwatch? Open League? I'm just guessing words. Thank you, though, Budget, for the $5. I appreciate it. Out of loop? I'm out of the loop. I think it's fair to say I'm out of the loop, yeah. Overwatch 2, Overwatch League? Okay. It's from Overwatch Twitter? Oh, okay. I actually Skyjo was right then, and I am out of the loop. Appreciate it, though, Budget, but I'm clueless. Alright. Looks like we're going to get more of the same. More of the same. Both teams starting on Genji here, so it feels like Farasojin is maybe the DPS they would prefer to play in the mirror, but when the other teams are running an Ana, they feel they need that extra damage, that extra ability to dive and force this Ana out. They just allow the Ana to sit free at the back, making plays. They'll be in big trouble. Profit though also has a gun. That's a great way to stop the Ana making plays as well. Shooter in the face. And now Jumpin should get cleared, and his spawn hold isn't going to last all that long at all from Crazy Raccoon. Jumpin's a little bit greedy to try and get out here, Jumpin. They're going to try and disengage to the next corner. Normally you see teams just die on the point there.
시간을 많이 벌어서 이건 아나 올 때까지 좀 많이 벌었습니다.
그렇습니다.
Alright, and they break the spawn hold easily enough.
건드려주고 있는 희상입니다.
Choose early death means Vindame actually has the nano advantage here too. We're going to swing up to this corner. Heesang and Sunjin trading blows. Heesang keeps them contained for now, and Crazy Raccoon, they have control of this choke. Lip's going to keep swinging wide with this overclock. Or with that, sorry, with this full rail. Body shot into the back. Doesn't catch anything though. Vindame will get topped up. Vigi with a slightly quicker raid. Actually seems to be the pattern here. Chance to go early. I think if I'm FTG, I would have pulled that trigger straight away. They've even got the nano afterwards as well. Strong nearly has it though. Yeah, the window's gone now. Jumpin's just losing his neutral quite hard though. Deflect forces him all the way back. Now FTG can take space regardless. Lip is going to respond with the overclock right now. One dink onto Profit as well, looking for the final blow. Disruptor shot out, can't find any kills though. Nade onto Heesang, the Rage Rate comes through right now, and the nano, the cage comes out from Heesang as well. They are investing everything into this. Nano comes through onto Lip to try and turn it, but they are just all stuck in this cage. Lip is going to slide through looking for more. Sunjin will mark that one out. And alright, that was a series of ultimates, everyone getting theirs at the same time. FTG invests 4, Crazy Raccoon invests 3. 4 beats 3, you have to say. Some of the math geniuses will be there. They're going to go for a desperate touch, but Heesang runs into all no shurikens. Lip is going to dive onto point as well. And this touch is cooked, so FTG get paid, get the reward for their investment there. Heesang's going to look to see if they can catch any staggers here. Remember, only 3 players from Crazy Raccoon alive. They get their backline out, they get Jumpin out. They will get a chance now. Take this ult advantage here for their retake here. Not only do Crazy Raccoon have Blade, same as FTG do, they also have the cage over the top. The cage really makes it hard to use the Blade efficiently. The nade clears out Heesang. FTG just trying to take the cart push they can right now. They'll take all the 3 meters they can while Crazy Raccoon get themselves ready. Body shot onto Tron doesn't find it. Actually, Crazy Raccoon, they're quite low on HP. They have to top up before they can go with this cage. Jumper's going to top the point now. He is naded though. Heesang going through the sleep is good, and Vigi will kill him. Vindame with the sleep. Whoever does it on Ana, on FTG, is good for it. And that Blade gets nothing. They still have to be careful, FTG, because this cage can turn a fight in no time. Crazy Raccoon, they're forced to disengage. Another hit, nade hits from Vinny. God, maybe Vigi wasn't even the best Ana player on the team. Cage now round the corner from Jumpin here. Sunjin's going to Blade into the back. Got the backline, he dashes in, he's looking for more shoot. Gets the torpedoes, it's not enough. It's 1 for 1 for Sunjin. They've lost Vinny on point. 3v3 situation right now. Overclock peak from Lip. He needs a kill to swing it in their favour. Oh, there we go. Profit takes it. Takes the duel, loses the duel, and Lip will get the stabilization here. Crazy Raccoon coming back with both support ults now. Fair to say FTG have the same, but FTG have a little bit more in the tank as well. The nano and the overclock to throw into this one as well. If I'm FTG, I want to take this. I just want to take this fight head on. Just keep our eyes on Shu. Don't let Shu hit a big anti. Anti now on the choke, catches Heesang and Vindame. Ray coming forward from Chiron. Vigi has matched it. Counter stop comes in. They've lost Vigilante. They go for the cage. Oh, he slept out of the cage! He slept out of the cage by Shu! Oh, disaster ultimate trade! Oh my god, Shu cancels the cage. Huge play. Talks about Shu potentially being the difference maker in this. They have to care the nade. They have to care the sleep. And that's a huge fight for Crazy Raccoon to win, because that was an old disadvantage one for him here. And now they have gone to spawn, and FTG, they're just, they're getting staggered, they're getting pushed all the way in. Jumpin has to reload. Actually, Jumpin needs a little bit of help. Will stomp away from that one. And they'll keep holding spawn. FTG, they still have 2 ultimates. They've got a nano, they've got an overclock, but Crazy Raccoon, they've equalised the ult situation now after that sleep. Shu is holding top left right now. We've seen teams use this forward hold before, and it's been absolutely brutal for the attackers to get out of. Nade onto Lip, forces him to DP a little bit. They want to try and get someone through to point. Jumpin will take the cage straight on point. He's awfully low. He's getting the pocket. Heesang's going to get involved with this one as well. Jumpin is so low, but Heesang is there just in time. Oh, they lose the fight. To be fair, FTG didn't invest any ults, right? So it was a 2 for nothing situation.
가까운 시간을 태워내고 있는 크레이지 라쿤입니다.
Jumpin is holding close bait. Crazy Raccoon wants to bleed ults out of FTG here, but FTG are refusing to invest. They've got 1 minute left. They've got most of their ultimates. They've got a nade onto Jumpin. Walking forward, Jumpin will try and TP. He goes for the stomp out. He's going to get the stomp out. He's got the overdrive going. Sleep onto the Nano Sojourn. Will be traded 1 for 1. Vindane still has a bit of a Nano himself, but Shu is just good for it right now. Every ult you use, I'll sleep it. Sunjin is trying to get a little bit of cart push while this all goes on. And Shu is stuck in spawn, actually. Oh, they get you out, they get you out. Now Crazy Raccoon, they have the raid ready to go. Vigi is only a little bit behind right now, but FTG, they have so many ultimates. If they can just get a chance to use them cleanly, if Shu can just not sleep them, they will be okay. But easier said than done. Crazy Raccoon still at an ult disadvantage situation. FTG have been very frugal, but Vindame's gonna die. Prophet is using the overclock to walk. Esun drops the cage out. They have caught the backline, but the Ray is going right now. Vindame's in trouble. Prophet considers swinging it, but they've just got the payload moving. They've used all of these ults just to swing the payload. Crazy Raccoon have weathered most of the storm. Blade now from Sunjin. They need a clutch. He catches Lip. Only a 1-for-1 trade. He looks for Shu. Sunjin has 2. They're walking forward. Ray on point. Get the job done. They should be able to clean up Heesang here. He has got full pocket from Toronto, so they have to be careful. Go kill the Juno, Sunjin! Go kill the Juno! At least force him out. Yeah, Toronto's going to go on the run. Bloody Juno. Come on, there we go. We get the Juno done. And FTG, they get second point. But my God, were they forced to work with that. They needed an overwhelming ult advantage. It wasn't efficient. It wasn't clean. But it works. It gets them second point. They now have 1 minute 20 seconds, 1 minute 20 seconds to play for the map win here. No changes on either side. Full rail for Prophet. Looking for a little bit of a peek. Body shot actually. Oh wow! Just catches Heesang. Just calls his bluff now. He's not going to deflect it. And Sunjin will finish that kill. That opening pick gives him a lot of free push, and all of a sudden this next fight might just be for checkpoint all of a sudden. 50 seconds on the clock and FTG, they've got no ults though. That opening pick has bought them valuable space and time, but how on earth can they win this next fight, FTG? They're gonna go here. It's a Nano Blade from Heesang. They're attempting to disengage it. They're running away, but Heesang keeps chasing. And he will win the fight. He gets 3 kills for it in the end. Can't finish off Heesang. But now Crazy Raccoon a chance to hold close. They've got the cage as well, so I think they might just cage and spawn. But FTG, if they can get the touch, they're so close to their both support ults. They just need to get the touch and try and stay alive. They go to clear jumping out. They clear jumping, but Heesang's still there. Turn around, Heesang. Heesang's still there. Lip's going to pop the overclock, takes down Prophet, slides to the side. Genji the back for the touch. Sunjin deflects from the touch. There's a cage on point. They need help. They're going to nano Sunjin. The cage comes out, but the nade is good. Oh, they get to the point. Vinny's going to sneak in. He hits for sleep. Prophet's back on Widow. He gets 1. He's going to get marked out by Heesang. And Crazy Raccoon secure Havana. Alright. Yeah, have to be said. Always felt FGG were fighting uphill. But huge sleep plays from Shu. We say it every time he's on Ana, right? Whenever he is on Ana, he just has the potential. To win his team fights. And not just with big nades, with big nades in there, with big sleeps in there. You don't have Ana versus Shu. That's very true. Yeah, I mean, I think what I'm looking at when I look at this vote is I'm looking at it as FTG and going, maybe we want to play more of this. Like maybe we want to keep sending it to Malga. Maybe we go to New Junk City next or something like this. I'm going to go grab a drink quickly. I think we'll have time for 3 days. But that's my expectation for where we're going in this series. We're going to get maybe a New Junk City and more of the Malga mirror here. I don't know the exact numbers counted, but you do get more. You do get more. I'm gonna let me get another Diet Coke. Oh, yeah,
unlucky Monku, what's gonna happen?
I'm back. Alright. Last chance for FTG. Need to win 4 mats in a row. I'm hoping for Preds for this one. Oh wait, I need to finish for Preds for the last one. Let me not start it too quickly as well so the numbers run. Any big winners? Not really, right? People just small increments, small increments. Unlucky losers here, I think. There was a real chance for the upset on that one. Oh, 7,000? Oh, 7,000. All right. Does this mean, yeah, so the teams that lose today, we won't see them until stage 2. Won't see them until stage 2. So I think the expectation here has to be that we go flat. I think we go New Junk City, and I think we maybe a tank protect is for choice from FTG. Maybe ban Orisa or something. Oh! Thank you, Hyper Mega Muffin. Community gift. Who got one? F4 1k free. Not too shabby. Yeah, that's right, Gigalord. Yeah, same for the EMEA team too, and then A team 2 lose on Sunday.
그 부분에 대한 기대값을 좀 더 높여 볼 만하지 않을까 싶기도 한데요.
이렇게 되면 FTG는 본인들이 잘하는 전장을
So yeah, long time before we see FTG again. I think, yeah, New Junk City has to be the choice. I mean, they could do the same on Colosseo. I just feel like Colosseo is just a really awkward map. Because once you get out of a corridor fight, it's really difficult to take fights if you're the attacking team anyway. I think New Junk City just feels like it's easier to control and take fights how you want them.
이전 전승입니다.
그냥 뉴정크 시티 골라가지고 마우가 한방 꽝.
Hard. I don't know. There's life in that. There's life in that comp. I think if you look at a lot of nice fights across that Havana, I think they've shown enough that they're competitive on that comp. And if it wasn't for what 1 cage jack on the defense, maybe the sleep as well, the second cage jacks as well. I think this feels completely. That feels way more winnable for FTG. Alright, they're going to go Esperanza actually. You could play the Malga here as well. We have seen what we saw last time, these two teams, well, not these two teams, but last time we saw Crazy Raccoon playing this map, they tried to play Anna Brig Ball, Barra Sojin. and they really struggled. Struggled to a degree. They lost against 8th Division on this map when 8th Division were playing the Malgacon. So they're going to ban Ana here, FTG. So FTG have chosen aggression with their ban, essentially. They know Shu has played Ana here previously. He's obviously caused them major problems as well, so they banned the Ana. But Crazy Raccoon are going to ban the Malga in response. Oh, thank you many days late.
I had to phone my bank because they thought this Twitch sub was a scam.
Appreciate the effort. Unfortunately, the bank were right. This is a scam. It's a Ponzi scheme. It's a house of cards. It's first to 4. He lies to you about MVP. Come on, Sophie, get with the times. They need to end the game so you can get to uni. You almost posted it. Come on, Sophie, lock in. This is what you get for being mean about my shirt. You weren't technically mean about my shirt, but you were not complimentary, and you know what they say about what goes around comes around. Okay, so FTG gonna take a different approach. Okay, so I mean, I would have been happy if they took more of a Malcolm mirror. I don't hate the fact that they're just going to maybe just try and play a dive mirror as well. We saw them win the Garden on sort of Winston mirror. And it looks like Crazy Raccoon are going to lean into the Torb Sim here. Okay, so I think Crazy Raccoon actually expect a they actually expect the hazard here, Crazy Raccoon. So FTG maybe going to get a slight sort of drop on them in terms of they don't give the exact comp they expect. But Jumpin, again, if you were here for VOD review, you know Jumpin does an early rollout to try and catch the team early on that rotation. Doesn't find anything though. Hesan going to try and look for that quick swing. Slam comes through from Jumpin, but Vindame is tucked in. We saw Violet and Finn playing similar positions right now. So the nature of the comp is Jumping will just be rolling around, flying through the sky, harassing. And Lip and Heesang are just going to be throwing in damage, swinging with the turret. Dink there onto Prophet. They do pocket him through it. Slam comes in onto Prophet again. More pressure. They deal with the turret at least. Defensive bubble here from Heesung. Sunjin kills Shu as he comes in here. Works out. Another slam coming in. Prophet just tucked behind, and they are just trying to bunker in right now. FTG deal with this aggression, and the trade onto Shu means main source of healing's gone. So once they've survived that, they can start to push forward, try and find some of these stagger kills. They'll clear the ball. They're just going to leave this Sim Lucio behind and keep the payload moving forward. It's a decision here for FTG if they want to go kill these players behind, I think. They probably waited too long now, and now, yeah, oh, they're back. Indecision from FTG. They've got players behind them, players in front. They make the decision to go on neither, and they are just going to end up walking into a pincer there. Did the hard bit surviving these initial dives, and then just a lack of decisiveness. We used the word decisiveness a lot yesterday. And there was a timing there just to go clear out that Sim. It should have been so hard for Lip to get out. If Heesung and Sunjin could just get a speedrun and go on him. Morning, Gay Hunter. Now jump in, hiding close. Takes the early slam. Just damage. Has a minefield now as well. Heesung will dive onto the Torque, but the Torque can shred through. It's going to be a symbol in response. Vindame is in trouble. Sunjin will get caught. Molten Core into that one as well. Putting some on the floor, and Heesung is going to get absolutely melted by that. And this will be an easy cleanup off the back. They did use both DPS ults for that, Crazy Raccoon. I think there's probably a real chance that Crazy Raccoon are quite happy to swap these DPS when they get a chance. But none of them were traded, so even though they invest both ults... Yeah, I didn't see where the Ray went. I guess we were trying to Ray out, but the Molten Core stops it, the Symbol stops it. I didn't see. Morning, Cat. Alright, Minefield's going to come in now early from Jumpin. He's got Prophet in a corner. Prophet's going to give him a little wiggle. Needs more pocket. Tries to jump out. The turret doesn't miss, though. Now the Primal from Heesung to try and turn some kills, but he's just getting forced back. Kitsune rush from Shu. Now the Blade over top. Beat defensively from Trong. Crazy Raccoon, they just have the answer for everything that's thrown at them. The rally's trying to come through. Another slam round onto Heesung. Worth noting, Jumpin has the Steamroller perk. I've got a video coming out about tank perks soon. And And it was a pretty steamroller build, if I'm being honest. And now Heesang can just clean up. They're going to stagger out Vindane a little bit as well. And this robot keeps on walking forward. Heesang has gone to Hazard. FDG feeling the pressure. Their tournament life is on the line. They use the overclock. The disengage is good from Crazy Raccoon. And they just look streets ahead right now, Crazy Raccoon. They're going to have Molten Core and another minefield soon. Slam onto Heesang, puts loads of damage onto him. He doesn't even get out either. And now they can start walking forward. Oh my god, he's just good for it. Hiding behind his turret, using it as a body block. They come through, Sim Turret's helping out, and she will finish that kill. And Crazy Raccoon are sweeping them now. Yes, Agents Main. I think you might be the first person who's got it, or at least the first person who's who said that they've got it. Heesang's gonna get caught here again, and it's looking like a full push, guys. It's looking really rough. It's looking really rough. Molten Core Sim will mine to finish the job. Prophet has gone Widow. That's for Panic Button. We need some frag movie moments right now. Might need more than 11 of them. Prophet gets one. Alright. Jumpin's trying to mark it in spawn, but Molten Core allows him to keep walking forward right now, but Heesang and Sunjin can keep it contested after that. And they do have to take a back step. Is Prophet just going to keep the Widow? No, he's going to go back to Sojin. Would have felt it was too greedy, but maybe he was just in that level of panic. The ball is behind as they walk forward. They're aware that Jumpin was going to try and spawn camp. They're actually going to try and chase him a little bit here. Vindame is on the hunt, but I think Jumpin will be too fast for him. They have to regroup at choke. They have the Ray to push with again. Kitsune Russian Symbol should be enough. Actually, Symbol to push right now. Ray comes back out from Vigi. Cuts off that healing though. Heesang's going to have to dive back into it. Torpedo Swing comes through now. Torpedo Swing is good for one. They're still pushing forward. They'll deal with the turret. The turret gets another kill. The 6th man. Doing so much work for Crazy Raccoon, and Viz. Lip is pushed into a corner, but the turret is good for another. And right now, this could be it. Beat push for Chirong available. Sunjin has the blade. Vindame doesn't quite have a beat to match right now. Heesang is out on point, nearly to his ult. Minefield on point. They need to clear these mines as quickly as possible. Lip is getting ready for the dive. Just trying to help clear this point. Heesang's going to get booped in. He's okay for now, though, and Crazy Raccoon haven't found anything. Blade is at the back right now. Forces the beat out. Vindame has the beat to match, so Sunjin can keep going forward. Chases Chirong on that one. Will dash back to his team. Deflect to finish off the turret. Jumpin will get the Mega, but they've got 2 kills here, FDG. They are digging their heels in. Trying desperately to keep themselves alive in this tournament. They're going to find the ball. Jump in. But I think he still tries to get out, but we'll die on point. Crazy Raccoon will get the regroup. And FDG, they can walk forward here. But careful, there's that level 3 turret there as well. They've got to be careful around the corner, just trying to catch someone, assassinate them here. The overloaded turret will get taken down. Heesang's going to be dropping the Molten Core, deflecting use of a wall. Oh no, the wall! Oh, Sunjin gets around the corner. It was actually Heesang's wall nearly causing more problems for his team. But Sunjin finds the way out, but he doesn't find the way out, actually. He's still separated. They isolate this Lucio Genji. Prophet is good for one trade, but they need more out of Prophet right now. Slam onto the backline. Full pocket for Prophet. Has the overclock. He's got so much damage and pressure on him, though. The Ray came out from Vigi, but it's just not enough. It's just the 2 of them now. Vigi's pushing forward, trying to find it, but again, the overloaded turret is good for another. The 6th man. When will it stop? It won't, is the answer. The turret doesn't take days off. It doesn't sleep. It just keeps taking down FTG. Minefield available now for Jumpin again to force this point one more time. Prophet might be in trouble. Slam comes through. Slide out from Prophet is okay. Defensive boot from Vindane. Stops Jumpin getting any true value out of this mines. Now they're going to try and flip a little bit out. Take control of a robot. Catch someone. Chirong is behind him right now. They've actually killed Vigi. Jumpin and Chirong have found the assassination. Now the dive into Shu. They push forward instead. Prophet is good for 1 with the overclock. Prophet's good for 2 with the overclock. Could do with a 3rd. There we go. 50 HP. The turret though. You can't headshot a turret. And Jumpin helps it out, and now Heesang is pushing for the full cap, but the respawn spawns will be too much. Jumpin is trying to kill this Genji behind. Sunjin actually will get away with it as Jumpin rolls into the bus stop.
그러니까 아마 이번에 광자방벽으로 들어가는 무언가도 한 번은 더 견뎌볼 만하거든요. 끝까지 안 들어갈 만한 흐름이기는 한데.
Regroup onto point now. Stuck at the corner. FDG, they have the downpour, they nearly have the beat, they nearly have the blade. Damage coming through. They cleared the turret. Ball is in the back. Tries a little bit with that hang time slam, but doesn't find too much. Symbol now comes out. FDG is trying to stabilize underneath. The beat only catches 2 people though. The wall splits the beat. Half of FTG don't get it, and Prophet is in big trouble. He was actually the one who did get the beat, so it doesn't save him at all. They're going to get absolutely fried. Heesung, an important trade, tries to play his life, but Shu is just standing still, shooting him in the back. And now, once more, Crazy Raccoon, they are knocking on the door. They want the full cap. Mine's available for jumping again. We've seen this situation multiple times. Overloaded turrets taken down. Chorong's looking for the kill though. If you ever watch Chorong play in this ball comp, he basically plays as a third DPS. Molten Core and Mines now onto the point. Vigi has been separated. He's there with Prophet. Chorong is behind though. Chorong is looking for the kill. I don't think he can get it. Jumpin's going to roll in one more time. They deal with the Lucio threat, but they lose their hazard on point while they deal with that. Sunjin, nice dinks onto Lip. Can he finish the kill? Forces the TP out. He's worried about the robot. Ray comes out. Prophet is good for another one. He gets traded though. TP allows Lip to get out of that though. Lip's going to TP back in. He's saying Lip is still harassing him right now because Jumpin's keeping the point contested here. And FTG, they're running out of time. They can't win a fight cleanly. They can barely win a fight at all. Triple turret there for Sunjin. He gets the kill and gets out on 5 HP. Oh, turret's no problem. Needs to be careful of the level 3 turret. Here it comes. They deal with that during its transformation. Alright, and they are forced out with FTG. This is about as far forward on the map as they've gotten all Esperanza long. Shu has the Kitsune Rush, Sunjin has the Blade Bow, Overload will be used, Deflect comes out, they trade that 1-for-1. Heesung has the Downpour Bow and Crazy Raccoon walk too far forward. Slowing it down right now. Slam comes through, Sunjin's going to get caught. Heesung, he needs to find something with this Downpour sooner rather than later. Pressure now onto the backline. They're going to beat forward instead. Downpour comes out. I think he's caught everyone, but Suzu was actually mistimed. And FTG, they kill all of them. Prophet with the overclock in the back. Shu's going to get one trade. Trades will be brutal here. They're dealing with a ball. They have to stay on point. Scared of a sim turret. Scared of Shu. Half HP. Lip's TP'd in. Lip will get taken care of. Shu's got a trade in the back. Oh, he's got a trade in the back and he's taken the robot. He is giggling to himself. He's laughing all the way to the bank. And even when FTG finally get forward, even when they finally get a chance to put some meters on the board, Crazy Raccoon, the team's so talented. They always have another clutch. Shu will get the kill, steal the payload. Crazy Raccoon complete the 4-0. The crowd go mild. I think they knew it was coming. It's going to be T1 versus Wayne next. Disappointing season for FTG? I don't know. Is it really surprising where they finish, like 5th/6th? I feel like it's it's not like an unreasonable finish, all things considered. Shoot player of the match. Let me cash these spreads as well.
핵심 요소 때의 수면총과 힐뱅 그리고 빨아들이는 때까지 더블 나노 그런 것들도 상당히 잘 됐던 하루였고요. 결정적으로
Was he the player of the match? I mean, probably. There was loads of huge plays from him. I think it's probably actually Heesung though. Right? I think Heesung did more. Again, like it's a 4-0, right? Argument everyone played well, but I think Heesung did more. Yeah, so back to for the replay code St. Lucas, if you type *replays, it will link you to a spreadsheet which has all the replays from OWCS. It normally takes a little bit. It might not be until all the games today are done that they update it, but there will be there eventually, or sooner or later. Yeah, I don't know if this is like a disappointing result for FTG. Maybe it's, I mean, you lose 4-0 on it, but you're playing Crazy Raccoon. Somebody was always going to get this rough fixture right. The way the bracket works, as we get those shoe highlights, like the way the bracket works, go to Korea, is somebody was always going to get one of the big three, right? Like 2 of the big 3 were going to get to skip straight to the semi-finals, and one of T1 and FTG were going to get stuck playing one of the big 3. Yeah, Crazy Raccoon in the Asia finals now. We don't know who they're going to play next because they're going to do a selection at the end of today, but they're through to Asia. Alright, should we get an English translation as well, you think?
They unfortunately just couldn't put up quite enough of a fight as we head into post-match interview now. Translated, courtesy of WDG, Shu on podium.
Crazy Raccoon versus MFC. MFC have got it. Yeah, FTG out in 5th/6th.
So the first trend is, shall we hear your thoughts on victory?
What happened to the clean feed? Oh, we still have it, but the soup one's just a higher quality feed. So we're sticking with this one. Ooh, ooh, ooh. There's nothing to play for, Gigalore. Nothing to play for.
Would have had a hard time, but I feel good because I won easier than I thought. Second question is, what are you paying more attention to than
exactly, Sophie. He's getting it fed to him, I think, MX.
And he says, actually, there wasn't anything that changed, but I think it seemed that way because we did everything well.
Not time to play. Soup Live? Yeah, and that's the website it's on the, like, Soup Live Korea is the one it's on.
Question is, what do you think of Sombra?
Oh, sorry, I always forget to read YouTube chat, but Jonathan asks, wise for playoffs, EWC style, in my opinion, they should have just dropped the seeding aside rather than
in fact, I think I got hit by the virus more
I mean, it's kind of the same difference, right? Like, I think if anything, we get more games out of this format. So I don't hate this format at all.
Yeah, it was the question was, what do you think of FTG Sombra?
Just good to see the big teams play each other all the time, you know?
Got hit by virus a lot, but it didn't seem to impact the situation.
아나 특전에 대해서 좀 물어보고 싶거든요. 소규모 특전 중에 수면총하고 생체수류탄 있잖아요. 이 둘 중에 어떤 걸 선택해야 될까요?
저는 디바나
yeah, Goofy. Just for one game just done. Second game coming up next.
아니면은 힐벤을 찍는 게 낫다 생각하고. 아니면 좀 뭐 수면총을 잘 맞는 날이다. 그러면 수면총을 찍는 것도 괜찮아요. 수면총이 생각보다 좋아가지고 2초 느려지는 게 엄청 치명적이어서 탱커들 입장에서 좀 많이 찍는 편인 것 같아요, 제가.
오, 이렇게 유기적으로도 선택할 수 있는 거였군요. 자, 그리고 특전 이후에
It's so long when they have to like filter through the real life translation, then through to Avril, then through again.
Just bear with us as we wait for translation to catch up a little bit.
바뀐 건 없는 것 같거든요. 2레벨은.
Imagine Mrs. Anna. Oh, there we go.
Are there any changes to Anna play after the perk? Is the question.
요즘 좀 게임 재밌을까요, 그러면?
그냥 나쁘지 않은 것 같아요.
나쁘지 않은 것 같다라고도 얘기 들어봤습니다. 자, 그리고 자극제가 돼버린 이전에
And the answer is there isn't much of a change, but I think it's good to be able to be more aggressive once you get the level 3 perk, and he'll be referring to the double nano there, allowing him to stay alive and be aggressive.
Yeah, extra survivability as well with that 50% damage reduction can be super important for some self-peel.
His interviews are actually, I don't know. Like, I kind of want to hear from Shu, but it's so long-winded. I'm just sitting here.
The next match is likely to be against Falcons.
Sitting here waiting.
I'll listen to your resolution.
No, Hunter is locked in. Locked into SSG.
Falcons again.
Doing his job. He is going to qualify. He is going to qualify for China. Just so you guys wait. He's taking the boys to China. If you know what I mean. I think you guys know what I mean. So, I don't know.
I've met many Falcons, and in the fact, the team that prepares a lot or is in good condition on the day wins. It is not about determination, it's about winning no matter what. was Shu's answer to fighting Falcons again, potentially in the next match.
Better on the day wins.
Yeah, when it comes to esports all
Form
over,
theory.
just be on the day.
I am, if you can believe it. You can believe it, Vore. I reckon he does a legitimate
question,
coaching,
what do you think of tomorrow's ticket design, which will be centered around support players? Actually,
Yeah, the Koreans, for those who don't know, the Koreans are in America
honest, I
now
don't
as
like
well.
it. When I took pictures, I actually came without any makeup.
I think that's actually,
so
that's all the
how
Koreans
he'll
in
look
North America
in the
now
pictures
for
on
the
his
North
ticket.
American teams.
I forgot the
If I'm not
foundation, you
mistaken.
hate to see it.
크레이지 라쿤 때문에 상남자 느낌을 좋아하는지 알겠습니다. 다음 티켓 디자인에는 반영해
Brutal when you don't like your picture.
It's crazy that Twitch got 12k but Supla got less than 50. Oh, which one are you on, Saint Lucas? Because this one that I'm on has like 7k, which is about normal for it. Because there's Soup Live Korea, and then there's a UK version of the website as well. I think like nobody uses the UK version of the website.
하고 있고 그다음에 이제 오늘 이겨서 이제 아시아워드 진출하고 항저우도 갈 기회가 생겼기 때문에 뭐 너무 큰 걱정하지 마시고 많이 응원 부탁드릴게요. 항저우 가겠습니다.
It has like 5 versions. There's more. Yeah. Can they not just get to China if they dig a shovel and dig? If they get a shovel and dig straight down? Now I feel like that would only work for. I want to say the. Would it even work for North American teams? Or would it be better for
I think this is
European
the first
teams?
time I've lost
Does
2
anyone
games in a
know
row, and
globe
it's been
tunnel
well
theory?
by winning today.
And what's
I
the
feel
best?
like I'm one
What's
step closer to being
directly
able to go to
opposite China
Hangzhou
on the globe?
Well, he would be right in saying that, Harry, because well, they officially make it into top 4 for Asia.
Indeed,
And
yep, they've got
finally-
access to the Asia bracket.
All right, they
Finally,
done.
it was
Okay, this. Brazil. Oh, so South America is going to China. San Javier, Argentina, apparently. Okay. People, all right. South America was right. Argentina is antipode for like a technical term as well. Do you know how to watch OWCS China? It'll just be on the main broadcast. Oh, you mean like their not the LAN, you mean the actual tournament? No idea. I'll be streaming it. So the answer is here. I'll be streaming it. Maybe Unto will as well, because they'll be I think they'll just be in scrims those weeks. So here is the answer. It is the technical term. We've learned a new word today, then. Always learning. We got only one official team. No, there's Rock Esports as well. So Rock Esports, who you might know, they had a team. They did a team in EMEA last year. That didn't do very well. It was a team with Checkmate on it last year, if you remember. Was it like Checkmate, TVNT? Was it TVNT? Something like that. It was like Checkmate and Izzyaki, and they were horrendous. They were horrendous. Rock probably best known for like their Saudi E-League teams majorly, but this year they're fielding a roster in China OWCS. Why is the smart detection denied that one? Yeah, they've got like 7k on the Korea one though, Lucas. It was TVNT, it was Roho, Checkmate, TVNT, Izzyaki, and I think Oi. Yeah, I think they maybe they had 2 supports. Maybe there was like 2 main supports there. Yeah, I think you're right. What happened to Izzyaki? I think Izzyaki had offers, but I don't know the full story here, so I don't want to put words in his mouth. But he 100% had offers this year, and I think he turned them all down. I don't know if like I don't know why he turned them all down. The money wasn't right. The team wasn't right or whatever it is, but he definitely had the opportunity to play this year, but declined. All right, predictions up for Way versus T1. Thank you, Magnolia, as well.
1 year of Creek 40S.
1 year? Wow. Give or take a loss or 2 in the middle this time. All right, Way versus T1. So, if you don't know, thank you, name tag.
Way all the way.
All the way. Dong Dong better win. So I think this is a game, you know, like that first game, it was always going to be. Let me update the stream title and think about it as well. that first one was always going to be like a very Crazy Raccoon favored. Very Crazy Raccoon favored matchup. FTG would have had to pull off like an absolutely outrageous upset to win that one. This series, however, I think is going to be very interesting, not just because the teams are evenly matched, the teams have very different strengths, which means map picks, bans, everything's going to be really in favor. We scroll our way all back to the bottom, so we're in recent history. As many of you already know, Wei is the peppy team. The guy has been tearing it up on Sigma in Korea, and really setting Wei as like a really dangerous team to play against. They've also got Milgari, who's played some Hazard, some Ball for them, even bits of Malga and stuff at times. So potential that the new meta is maybe bad for him, but we're going to see Sigma in some form right here now. I think it's fair to say that both of these teams, Wei and T1, probably aren't overly keen to actually play the Malga meta. They'd rather have Donghak on something more impactful. They'd rather have Peppy on Sigma, all of this. Sigma can be an okay matchup into Malga. And there is a win condition there, but it's generally Malga ends up being better. Plenty of colors, Lucas. All right, so if we're looking at Wei, again, we see a lot of Sigma, a lot of Malga. Paricio and Havana, their go-to picks when they get the opportunity. Wei, we're going to see a very similar thing here. Paricio, New Junk City this time, but Sigma. Similar thing for here, Wei, loads of Sigma, some Ball when they can do it against Crazy Raccoon. Again, we're looking at Havana, Paricio as their picks. So I think if I'm T1, I should be pretty prepared for what I expect out of Wei. I want to have a clear answer to the Sigma. That can maybe come in the form of the Hazard. Maybe it can come in the form of the Winston more reasonably. I expect Donghak to not shy away from playing the Winston. I think, one, Winston is viable in the meta anyway. We've saw it in the previous series. I think also Donghak is probably... Is it even close? Maybe Donghak's just the best Winston in the world. Yeah, I think it might not even be close, actually. It might just be Donghak by a country mile right now. So I think if they get in that matchup, they can put Peppy in a really awkward situation. Obviously, we've seen Peppy get himself out of plenty of difficult situations before. But Gushwei, I mean, potentially. But I feel like with a lot of the China players, so, you know, because Lever's another player and Shy players you'd put at the top of their respective roles, we've just not seen them play that many meaningful games against that many meaningful opponents in forever, since the Esports World Cup, right? So, for all of those players, I'm just not really counting them until we see them against better competition, really, you know? So, for me, that means Donghak, I think, has to be at the best, at the top. There's a real chance Gushwei probably should be in there when we get to see him against, like, actually play again consistently. But other than that, probably someone, then maybe Jumbin, are the other players who would be up there. I mean, maybe Hanbin's making a late entry. Pretty late in his career, but he's making a late entry to maybe it's me. But yeah, I think something like that. But I think Donghak is also like notably better than them. T1 on the other hand, we see them play a lot of Winston, a lot of Hazard, a lot of Ball, again playing into Donghak's strengths, a lot of stuff like this. I think some of the problem for T1 is, especially you combine Proud in that roster as well. Donghak and Proud are probably two of the best players in terms of individual talent in the region. The problem is the team doesn't live up to it, right? Like, I think if I look at this T1 roster and I'm a T1 fan, I can show you the roster while we talk about it. But refresh, and there we go. So what I think is Skewed does his job, not worry about Skewed, everything's fine with Skewed. I think Donghak and Proud, some of the best talent in their region for respective roles. And then I think what has been underwhelming is Opener has felt underwhelming, and maybe more crucially, because Zest has felt really underwhelming. I feel like we've said it before on the stream. If you've heard me and Hunter talk about it before, we've said a sort of the same thing, where Zest looks really good in some series, but as soon as Zest is put into these big series with super important games against the toughest oppositions, he doesn't step up, right? He doesn't look like how... Think about that performance we just saw from Heesang against FTG, right? think of the performance we saw from Alfie for Zeta Division last weekend at various times. Even from Pelican last weekend as well. Think what we've seen from Proper and Stalker over their entire careers, really. Even think what we've seen from Who Are You at times, right? I think Zest is really... Zest is the player, I think if I'm T1, that I want to see more of. Or need to see more from, rather. Neaty wants to snipe Alpha Yi from Zeta and sniper Lee Soo-min. He's some main support player. I mean, Lee Soo-min's not a crazy shout. Lucio's a little bit rough around the edges, but you expect that from a main support playing, or sorry, from a flex support playing Lucio. I think Skewed's doing really fine. I think he's he doesn't have like, we've seen like a few players like Shu and even Vigilante, right, be really carry on the Ana. I feel like Skewed doesn't have that same, what do you call it, like crazy high peak, or he's not the clutch player. But I think Skewed's just very good at his job. Juno solid, Kiri solid. Everything is like good enough to play in these like top 4 spot. Is there a dominant meta right now? I think Mauga's really common, but I think still like the dive maps, there's still space for Winston, Diva, these type of things. We're about to see Wave play, so they're gonna insist there's some space for Sigma in there as well. But I think not too dissimilar from last week. 2 hearts pumping, exactly. Yeah, for those who don't know, I think we see this mostly from the Maugas. But it's the 2 hearts perk followed by the combat fuel perk. So basically, these are the surviving perks, right? When you have the Mauga perk options, you have 2 choices basically at both your minor level and your major level. And they're either make your stomp and run better or provide you extra healing. So wow, on paper, it feels like some of the stomp ones, like the kinetic bandolier, which is where you reload your guns while you're running. And then the firewalker, which is the major one, which is where your run, the overrun part of it, sets people on fire, so then afterwards you crit them afterwards. These are quite powerful ones, but it feels like everyone is leaning into the health ones, the 2 hearts and the combat fuel. 2 hearts is where you get double the capture progress, plus you get extra healing from the payload while you stand on it. And then combat fuel is the one where whenever you're doing crit damage, headshots, or just against people on fire, up to 100 health gets converted into your next cardiac overdrive as like bonus health. So those are the combat fuel with 2 hearts and those extra healing ones. Those are the way everyone seems to be leaning right now in all of these Mauga. We'll see if we get the same thing here. The DMP is for did not play, just because Magic hasn't featured in any games, any matches so far this season for Falcons.
Smoother adjustment to the exact desired height. The new monitor series continues.
Shut up about your monitor. I've got monitors already. I'm just kidding. Let's all buy this monitor. 7 roster limit, I believe. I think it's the same in Korea, right? I think everyone's on the same situation, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think no one's over 7. Yeah, I think they've done the same thing. I know they did it in NA and EMEA, but I think same in Korea.
OWCS Korea Stage 1 플레이오프 2번째 경기입니다. T1과 웨이의
Keep their secret weapon hidden away. Oh, let me cut the VOD as well.
입장하겠습니다.